Oh, there's a possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility that this person might know me. Because you get that little look of like, hey, you like, which color we don't have? We never do.
Every now and then I get a good.
Hmm?
Every now and then I get a good.
I'm talking about the back color. What color we usually don't get?
I'm gonna usually do like a purple.
Purple?
Pink. We got the pink hat on today. I got pink also.
Yeah, I got pink eye.
Oh.
You know? Jimmy yelling up in this thing, yeah. Hey man, slow down, bro. Don't slow down, homie. Do what you got to do, Chaz. I'm not getting up no more. I'm doing what I do. And I turn on. Slow down, huh?
I don't want to touch nothing. He's gonna be like,
yeah. Go around and make sure that thing is on. No scouts on the scones.
I'm sure that's the words.
No, it's not. I don't know the lyrics at all. We Rockefeller.
286 minutes.
Bing, bop, boom, bing, bop, bam. Press record?
Yeah. So tired. Oh, yeah, you reach. Oh, boy. Hi, everybody. How you doing? You think you can do the little
what?
Adjustment thing?
Huh?
You do the adjustment thing on the
what do you mean?
You know, on the comments.
Oh, yeah. You know, I do it.
Jimmy Allen, 259 and 250. What's happening, bruv? How are you? How's it going?
You see that?
Yeah.
You're still on the way?
It's all right. It's pretty close. So it's a slight head turn. You good, bro?
Just slide the TV over there. Yeah, I mean that's
gonna shift. I sit like this, we're on. Can't see who's talking, but we're right. How's everybody doing? Anybody feeling good? Feeling all right?
Good? Hmm? You seem exhausted.
Yeah. You know how tired you are until you sit down. Man, when I fell asleep at the dentist, I think I was
getting
like,
work done?
Yeah, it is. And he was like, I've never seen anybody sleep with this.
What'd you get done?
And they were doing a cleaning or something like that.
Or something like that.
I was asleep either way it goes. I was like, y'all do what y'all gotta do. My body's shutting down. You never been that tired? You sit down and
surgery. Unless it's actual surgery.
That'd be good though. That's what I should fake. Oh, something's broke. Put me to sleep. Give me that Michael Jackson juice.
No X-ray. Just go right in.
Just
don't even ask for X-rays. Okay, let's do this.
Propofol fall asleep, as we call it.
Propofol fall asleep is nuts. That's perfect.
I think that's what it was originally called.
Jimmy Allen, what up, yo? What up? What up?
I ask this every time, but where you at, Jimmy Allen? What's your guess for Jimmy Allen's at?
Jimmy Allen is in Houston.
What's up, Kai? So it's a good pick. There's a few cities you can. Delaware, damn it! You're the one in Delaware, and I was asking those black folks out there. I think we could have named a city, but I think we said Dover. No, damn it, I can't remember a city again.
Yeah, how quickly you forget.
But I met somebody else who was black from New Hampshire, maybe. And this was black folks up there. Asked about Maine. This black folks up there. I heard the seafood like lobster and such like that on the East Coast is crazy. Is that a thing? Like I know about like, crab in Baltimore and stuff like that, but I heard I'm crab over lobster. I'm team crab over team lobster. What's up, Spice?
I'm actually curious to know why did.
What's up, Big Sis Chris? Are you in LA?
Why did crabs get associated with STDs versus
like
lobsters?
Little crabs, right?
Lobsters look more terrifying than crabs.
Yeah, but I think the actual crabs look like little crabs. I mean, I don't know. I've never had one.
Had one. I'm sure there's several because it has plural. crabs.
I've never had a crab on my genitalia. Do they only go to the genitals?
I think it's a pube thing.
Do they go somewhere else and be like, "Oh, look at this armpit"?
I think it's a pube thing.
They're like,
just kind of harbor inside the hair.
It's warmer there, I guess. I don't know if it's warmer than an armpit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this. I don't know if I told you this story before.
It's just a crab.
It is a crab story. It is a crab story. It's not my story. But I definitely have told this story before. When I was, God, I always say 9. I have a very traumatic childhood.
Yeah, you have some stories.
I have some very traumatic childhood, but in my head, I'm just like, this is normal. So my brother contracted, that's the word, crabs. In his private life. He's been keeping it a secret for many weeks, I'm assuming.
Okay.
He hopped in the shower. We didn't have a shower, we had a tub. He sat in the tub. Dion, get in here.
You're like, I don't want to see this.
No, I didn't know what's happening. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Get here, look. And he was in the bubble bath, and they were just kind of like on top of the
water. Yeah, just floating.
Like popping, not popping, but they were just like trying to and he's like in the hot water, like trying to I can't stop the itching. I was like, oh! I said, Mom, don't tell mom. True story, man.
Did mom come in?
I didn't. She wasn't there.
The fact that Dion straight to mom.
I mean, because I'm like, help him. He was just sitting there like I don't know what to do. Because he was like, because I'm assuming, in the 90s, pubes were like a thing, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking he's just like, I'm just dirty. I'm seeing little flakes in my pubes. I'm just assuming. Right, he was like, I need to shower because every time I scratch, I'm seeing.
What's crazy is that could have got all over the house.
It could.
You guys have separate rooms. Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
And y'all shared a bed?
Yeah. Oh, crabs and lice are cousins. Crazy. Okay, I'm getting chill bumps now. Yeah.
So did they look like little crabs? You remember?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing little dots on top of the.
Something's alive in your body.
Yeah. Same thing that reminded me of my scabies. That got caught lying about. Hey,
watching Dion get caught lying in real time is beautiful.
Because I was like, I can't just be caught. Let me just kind of have.
Yeah, I watched the couch. Now, also, I just posted a clip about us in the bathroom peeing in the sink and then shit. I don't think you cleaned that sink either.
I did.
I do not believe Dion cleaned that sink. I think he ran some water.
No,
I think Dion ran some water on it. And that was it. And then he was like, that should be good.
Yeah. So the actual true story, that story.
Okay.
That I never had sex with that girl. So I think it was too soon to say, let me use the bathroom with you. So she was showering to prepare for sex. And I never, so
you went over there with a loaded water gun. Pulled up. Then you're like, can I use your restroom real quick?
No. We were already in the Netflix and chill stage, and she was
How long did you have to pee? Because it sounded like an emergency period.
Yes, because we was already in the heat of. And she's like, "Let me go shower."
Sounds like you could have asked to pee anytime.
No, we never had sex, man. We never had sex. We were just chilling. We were chilling.
What's that got to do with using her bathroom to pee?
Because she was in the shower already.
Before this, here's what happens in Dion stories. Let's break this down. You said you were Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she went to go shower.
We didn't do anything yet.
I got you.
So we were actually watching a movie,
right?
And she was like, "Before we start the second episode, let me go shower." So I was like, "Oh, I know what that means."
Okay, did you have to pee before that?
I did.
Okay, here's my question: the whole episode y'all watched, not at one point he's like, "Pause real quick," because he's not at a movie theater. You are at a house,
right?
Where there's a bathroom. And you can just pause.
Right.
And I'm sure she's like, ugh, how rude are you? You gotta go pee in my bathroom?
Absolutely. I could have. Okay. But in my head, but when you rock hard, the juices switch different.
This is a fact.
You're not even thinking of which direction I'm going.
Because had you had to pee and you can't. That pee afterwards is crazy.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, the second bus, the second coming.
Absolutely. And then afterwards, we end up having sex. And then
you didn't watch yourself.
Nah. After I was like, hey, we in this now. I do this all the time. So she's like, why are you peeing in my sink next to my stroke?
Next to my stroke. My produce.
hey, me and this sink got a relationship. I pee on all top of your stuff.
Her spinach is covered in pee. That's hilarious. Yikes, man.
Spicy, y'all. Undomesticated John. Miss B, if you're nasty. Honey Ray Amora.
What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's happening? You want to get shouted out, you got to watch the lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you guys way too much information right now.
Let's do it.
You ready? Man, I had a hemorrhoid like the last 2 weeks.
Come on. Yes.
Ruining my life.
Yes.
I sat here 2 weeks ago.
In pain.
Oh.
Yeah.
That first day.
Yeah.
That first 2-3 days.
Wiping your butt.
And mine was leaky.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to tell you my story. Keep going. I can't wait to tell you my story. I can't keep going.
The driving, you know what's funny? When you have a hemorrhoid and it's pulsating and it's big, and you can't hold your pee. That's a different muscle that is right in the middle of your butthole. When I had to pee now. There was one time I tried to hold it, it was like, and I was like, oh, I got no power. I got no sphincter power. This is happening. And I just had to get an empty jug. Yeah. And I was just like, no matter where I'm at, I got to pee in this jug immediately. Yeah. Walking gingerly. Yeah. He's just like, why are you walking so slow? I was like, because my ass cheeks are rubbing together with this friction. Yeah. This friction. Yeah. So then you know what I had to do?
What you had to do?
I had to take a wet wipe, just shove it up there, and just let that thing in between the cakes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just sitting there. Yep. You know what I had to do? What? I had to go get a cold washcloth, wetted it, froze it,
and sit on it.
Just put it between my cheeks.
Yeah. Wow.
It was horrible. Dog. Yeah. I've had one time before. Not nearly
as bad as this one.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah. This happened. I get hemorrhoids. They probably last like maybe 18 hours. Right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But something about the one I had like maybe like a month ago, that mug was out. It was like a keloid.
Yeah, mine is still, it's small now. He's shriveling up like a raisin and dying. Yeah. But he is still out there.
That mug was like a keloid, yo.
I said, ain't no way this is happening.
And I immediately felt sorry for the gay community. Because I can imagine, I'm sorry.
Hey, look, if I'm a gay dude, just because you got a hemorrhoid don't mean I'm not fucking.
It's like, that's their period. Right
you in that bump better move over because I'm coming in.
Pun intended. Oh, boy. I definitely had some Preparation H.
I didn't do nothing.
You just waited it out?
I just said, all right, well, I put some Neosporin on one day. I don't know if that's going to do anything. And then I just iced it. Yeah, I was like, let me get this swelling. That's what I kept thinking. Is this swollen? And then, like I said,
it's hard.
Literally had little blood come out.
Oh, every time I wipe hard.
No, I don't think it was. I use wet wipes.
You wiping with like paper towels?
I use wet wipes most of the time.
With Brillo pads.
You gotta get in there. You gotta I shove a toothbrush in there. Bro, I was sick.
Yeah. Hemorrhoids is one of those things.
I had to perform.
What you mean?
I had to perform on stage.
Oh, I thought you were talking like sexually. Like I had to perform.
What's wrong? Get off me. I couldn't imagine trying to bust a nut like that. Oh, you know how much pain that was in there? Oh, that all contracts down there.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nah. Drink more water. That's the advice I get. Try to a bunch of water in the day. I'm telling you, it's so rare. I drink a lot of water a day. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Right.
What is the sign of a hemorrhoid? What does it mean when you get a hemorrhoid?
It just means you popped a blood vessel in your butthole,
when you're pushing too hard?
Because one can happen inside, did all the research, and one can happen outside.
You're right.
And then I guess, so let's say you can be sitting on the toilet too long,
Or sitting down
a
too
hard
long.
poop, right?
Right.
That's what I said. Sitting on chairs too long.
You said toilet, but you can be sitting too long, just like
which
editing, and writing. Yeah,
which I do.
Right.
But I've been doing that for years and never had an issue.
Right.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah, man.
As I drink water right now.
The mice is on the side. I was like, man. And then my first thought was like, oh, this is cancer.
This got to be a tumor.
So then I got a Google bump outside your butthole.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's just a hemorrhoid, nothing to worry about. Unless it stays a long time. I said, I got it.
Yeah, man. When I tell you, I hate it when I had to take a shit. I said, oh no, here comes the inevitable.
It'll make you eat better though.
Yeah.
Only soft foods.
It's like eating pudding and applesauce. Nothing but smoothies.
Yeah, man. It was like, I can't believe this. I said, this is horrible.
Yep.
And then I knew I had to fly to Boise, so I was like, I need this to go down before we take a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
And I got to sit on my butt.
Yeah, buddy. Oh boy. I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna say I never happened to me. I definitely received that young hemorrhoid.
I was like, I'm gonna talk about this shit because this shit tortured me for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. And mine just slowly went away. And what's funny is I did get the preparation H to put, but it's weird because like, why am I digging in my butt after a shower? It was like, this feels like I'm fondling myself. Like, oh.
Like, yeah, you're supposed to use a Q-tip.
Oh, I'm too late. I'm in too deep now. I like this now. I like this. Because I don't want to use a Q-tip because I don't want to actually and it's like hey, get out of there. I'm a random Tuesday. Oh no!
You got to clean his asshole all the time. It goes all the way up there. The suction power is ridiculous.
Oh no! It went all through the small intestines.
The whole track.
No!
That Q-tip's like, Oh.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't say apply to the infected area. So I did not know you're supposed to. I just did my finger, but I was like, this feels weird. It feels like this could be.
Is that Miranda coming? Shout out to Miranda coming.
I want to talk about it. What she done?
So I missed that show in Dallas, right? Because I was ill. She gave Shantae a gift bag for me, which had a bunch of dope. It's in my gym bag. She bought me this dope ass water. A container. What do you call them? Like a thermos. A dope ass Lions thermos, bro.
Hey, that's what's up, yo.
It's fire. And I've been meaning to say it on Daddy Issues, but I forgot because she being alive.
Thank you, Miranda.
But man, I was like, oh, thank you so much because it's fire.
Yeah.
And I ain't got a whole bunch. I got like Lion stuff, but not like paraphernalia. I got like hats and stuff. But like,
well, y'all missed y'all window, man. Y'all missed y'all window.
We still got time. What do you mean? How's it gone?
It is gone.
Why is our window gone?
The Lions are dead.
How?
They're no longer being in the playoffs again.
Why?
Because y'all administration is dismantled.
What are you talking about?
I said what I said.
We only lost 2 games last year. We're gonna be out the playoffs now.
Yes.
Why?
Because y'all playoffs are y'all nemesis, and if y'all have no veteran like staff that can kind of coach these young boys into
the entire team came back.
All right.
Like everybody who was supposed to come back came back. They didn't lose anybody major.
Same thing they say about the Mavericks.
Well, that was mid-season.
Got dismantled. What up, folks? If y'all in the live over here on Instagram, come over into YouTube, hit the link in the bio. You can talk to us with the rest of the people. Shut up.
Miss B says the Clippers fan talking about playoffs.
We have a great team this year, but something. Do
you really?
Yeah, I mean, on paper,
the Clippers been fire on paper for 15 years now.
Yeah. When
did Chris Paul come in? When did Blake Griffin get drafted? 2009?
Yeah.
Y'all been on fire paper since 2009.
Yeah. Like I've never rooted for James Harden. I never rooted for who's the burglar of the NBA, the thief.
Paul George,
no,
or Kawhi? Talking about?
No, the light skinned dude that came from Brooklyn, 76ers. What is his name?
Tobias Harris?
No, he is always. I always hated him, but now I'm like, please, brother, it's time for you to show out.
Why you call him the bird? Oh, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. There we go. Thank you. I was like, dude, this dude is a fraud.
Who's been robbing the NBA?
Yeah. I was like, this dude is a fraud. And I said, no, don't go on the Clippers. I'm like, brother, I need for you now to show up and show off. He's just been a role player. I've watched him. I was like, oh, okay, nice assist.
Well, Ben can ball.
Yes. From when he was on the 76ers.
I don't know why he has a problem shooting though. I don't know what happened. It's all just mental.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
He had that back issue.
Yeah.
We got Bogdanović.
Mm-hmm.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah. The old white dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
and
maybe he's not old.
Oh, he's
There's two.
Right. Same name.
Yeah. One's an old looking like you got no business in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But Kawhi is always iffy. He's always hurt.
Healthy Kawhi is a different level.
Right.
They spent a lot of money on Kawhi.
I know, man.
He got another contract injured.
Really? Extension?
Yeah, I did that a couple years ago.
They said you're gonna stay here, brother.
Paul George is always on that list of injuries.
Like I think last year was probably our best chance. We had Paul George and Westbrook and James Harden. I said, okay, we got a squad now. And then that daggone playoffs just said, remember me? Yeah. It's time to go home. Uncle Charles, y'all. Put they forehead. I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
Time to go home, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, if you could be a role player and you're making veterans minimum, right? Whatever that may be. I don't know. It's probably like $1 million a year. Okay. You can make a veterans minimum every year, but win a championship every year. Okay. Like 6 in a row. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get that big, dumb mega contract. Win them Steph Curry $60 million a year, but you never win.
Hold on. Let me turn this off.
What?
Not turn it off, but turn this autofocus off. Because it keeps trying to focus on one of us.
League minimum, but ring after ring after ring, or dumb money, always a loser.
Give me that money.
You can't be a loser with that kind of money.
Give me that money, yo.
It's hard to be a loser making $50 million a year.
Yeah, give me that money. I don't mind.
Oh, we didn't make the play. First round exit. All right.
Hey, our vacation is early today, baby.
You're like, damn, we made the playoffs. Shit. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that in the playoffs, everybody makes the same amount of money from the playoffs all the way up to the Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
So I think it's like a base salary of like $200,000 or something. I think like every player starts getting the same amount of money once you make the playoffs. It's not your contract anymore.
Also, you get more money.
Yes and no. If you're a big time player, you're making less money per game. Right? If you're a Patrick Mahomes and you get paid, probably getting paid $50 million a year, but you can make that per year in 17 games. Once you hit the playoffs, you make the same as everybody else.
Oh.
So now you're taking a huge pay cut per game.
Because there's we got to spread this money out.
Well, I mean, it's just the season's over, right?
Oh.
So now you're in the playoffs, right? So now Mahomes is getting the same check as the backup center or somebody.
Johnny Pahalis.
Right. I don't know if there's tiers to it, but I think from what I understand, from what I read, everybody gets the same amount of money. So, so for a player like that, I can understand if he'd be like, damn, man, you in the playoffs, bro? Shit, I got to risk injury for nothing?
Yeah. This don't sound right.
What?
This don't sound fair.
What?
This don't sound right.
Why?
Because it feels like you should be getting rewarded to be in the playoffs. Because now, as in if I made, for the sake of easy math, if I made $100 million, throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say a game for the sake of easy math.
Mm-hmm.
I make $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. I make $1 million a game throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get to the playoffs, it drops down to 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
It don't seem fair because 16 of the teams are not even in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all got more money to spare, if you will. The NFL. If 16 teams have made it to the playoffs,
that would just depend on. So I don't know how the contract works. I don't know because since let's say the Lions make it to the playoffs, I don't know. Does the NFL give them more money because they're also being on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's money there to air those games,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what I don't know is how much does this person like what's that look like ratio wise to the NFL? I don't know how much all these teams are splitting, but somebody's paying for those playoff games to get aired. Yeah. Right. So I don't know that deal, what that contract looks like if it's different. But I'm assuming, of course, we all know there's more money. Is it the NFL that's splitting everything? Right. Or do these teams have a certain allotted money that goes, okay, you get this if you make the playoffs. If you guys don't, you don't get that. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, but yeah, from what I understand, it's the same. So if you're a player who makes $50 million a year, you actually save yourself. You'll make a little more money in the playoffs, but then you got to be a real winner. At that time, it's Super Bowl time. Yeah. You're chasing these rings. However,
how much you really want it?
How much you really want it? Because if I'm Mahomes, I'm like, I got 3. Mail it in next. Oh, I threw 4 picks. Oh no. Let's go home, guys.
Let's go home.
Cabo won 3.
Huh?
Cabo won 3.
This was a talk. This was a discussion in the atmosphere this past week. Do you feel like you need to ask permission? What is that noise?
Big ass truck.
Do you feel like you need to ask
my hemorrhoid?
Preparation. I love how they had H for the hemorrhoids.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Preparation, as in like for preparing for the hemorrhoids. I just put those two together. Preparation.
What did you think the H stood for?
I know. I just
preparation.
When you hear the word preparation, you just think it's his name. I didn't think about you hear like cortisol. Is it cortisol? Cortisol. You don't think
cortisone, like cortisone shot.
Right. You're not thinking like, this means Tylenol pH. You be like, that's the name. That's the name of it.
But preparation is already a word.
Yes, I get it. But I never thought about. I just thought it was the name of it.
It is
like monostat 7, right? Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know what monostat is.
Exactly. So I was like, I just left it as is as the name of it.
But if it was called prepared H, you would know what it means. That's a word around. Monostat I've never heard of. If it was called sanctuary H, I'm like, that's because it's your butthole. I guess it's a sanctuary. All right, what's your question?
Do you need to ask permission to your significant other for a dramatic change of your body?
Like what?
New haircut, shave your beard, dye your hair, grow your hair out, not shave your balls, shave your chest hairs, stuff like that. You need to ask, because what if you don't know if she likes it? Do you feel like
you need permission?
Do you need permission? No. You just gonna do it without?
You don't need permission.
So you just gonna do it without even asking?
Yeah.
Hey, babe, how you feel about this?
Hey, I've been an adult for 30 years. I don't need your permission all of a sudden to do something. I don't need your permission.
So if you just shave your facial hair off without asking, you think she would like, what was this all about?
If I went George Jefferson, this would be worse. If I chose never to shave and I just went George Jefferson and had a big fro on the outside, you have a legitimate complaint to be like, nigga, what are we doing?
Right.
However, I don't need your permission. I don't need your permission. Why do I need your permission for it?
But what if it's a dramatic change of your body?
What do I need your permission for?
Because it's like, hey, this is why I like you. Like say for instance, you have a hairy chest, right? Mm-hmm. And you like, you know what? Let me just shave my chest off. She's like, I didn't tell you this. I love men with hairy chests.
Hey, girl, back. I just want to see what it looks like. I might like it. I might like it better off. Maybe it itches me. I'm uncomfortable.
But you just gonna do without even asking.
Why do I need to ask you to do with my body? My body,
right?
My choice, huh? It applies to men too. I don't need your goddamn permission. You're lucky if I even consider your opinion on it. It's my goddamn body.
So if how about if Yo did in reverse, right? She comes home,
like getting pregnant without my permission. Did anyone ask me? Huh? Did I get a text? Hey, you want to get the P question mark?
I'm talking about she shaved her hair off, man. You know, her hair is down her back, right? If she shaved it off into like a little curl, would you be like, yo, what's this all about? Would you be upset?
I just thought it was cute, even if it's not.
Even if it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this is cute. Why'd you,
I think you're just being stubborn.
I just say, what made you do that?
I think you just being stubborn.
What made you do that? Why?
Mm-hmm. Because you would be like, what just happened? Because you like her hair long, right?
I do.
Right. But if she did it, it's a huge change of her body. Like now I'm distracted of your appearance.
I have one or two options. I could question her or I could make her feel comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So my instinct is going to be make her feel comfortable with it. I love this on you. This looks great. I may or may not like it, but what does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
What does it matter if I like it or not?
Yeah.
I'm not here for her hair. Now, here's where it changes, okay?
Right.
If she had big old triple D's and I loved them, and she's like, oh, get a brush reduction. Whoa. Wait a second.
Why she had to ask for your permission?
Wait, because now we're taking away something that I came here for. That's what got my attention in the first place. Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those. Mm-hmm. Your hair, I don't give a shit what you do. These thingies, why are we changing these? Mm-hmm. Or if she had a big old butt and she was like, you know what, I just don't fit in stuff anymore. I'm gonna get a butt reduction. I'd be hot. I'm like, this is why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. What if she was like, I'm gonna decide to lose weight or gain weight?
If it's for a healthy reason,
right?
That's more than great. I want your health is first. If a doctor says you're malnourished and you're gaining weight, great. If a doctor says you're too far over the edge, you need to lose weight, great. Health is first.
Yeah.
That's never going to be an issue with me. If it's a healthy choice.
Body enhancements is a humongous change.
If it's what I came here for.
Yeah, but that's still. What if she's like, I'm attracted to the things that you changed?
Look at it. Look at this. If you had a girl, you loved her smile, right? You're like, man, when I saw her smile from across the room, now let's say something happened, she lost all her teeth, okay, or at least the two in her front. The dentist was like, hey, you can just wear these. Looks like nothing happened. She's like, no, I'm good. Snacking. Actually, I feel more comfortable now that I have this than ever. And I'm like, hey, listen, you snaggle-tooth bitch. You're going to put this shit in your mouth. I'm not walking around with you looking like this. But what about me? I thought you loved me for me. No. What are we talking about? I loved your smile. Had I met you snaggle-tooth, big deal. And then if you're like, oh, I want to get teeth now, I'm going to tell you no. Exactly. Go fix that shit.
Oh boy.
The difference is here. If I came for that, you got to keep
it. Because on the flip side, look at it like this though. A lot of women feel like I can get a boob job. I can get a tummy tuck. I can get a BBL. I don't need your permission. I don't need your blah blah blah. And she is skinny, and everybody says she had a nephew body. Right?
A what body?
A nephew body. As in a young boy, she's like, hey, I got the money. I've saved up for this.
Surgery, you got to have a conversation.
No, it's my body, my choice.
Surgery is a different conversation. Who's going to have to take care of you? While you're healing. You don't just get a boob job and you just go back to work the next day, right? Yeah. It is surgery. You need someone to sit there and take care of you for a while. You can't move. It's surgery. There's got to be plans in place here.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about this. Now we have something to talk about. You changing your hair. Well, yeah, you go change your hair up. Do whatever makes you happy. If you came back and you're bald, you're gonna get these jokes. Plain and simple. Okay, but I might do whatever makes you feel comfortable, bro. For me personally, I don't have a big issue with that because those things will change. It'll come and go, whatever. Okay, who wrote in all caps right here?
Right.
I had to say something.
Don't be all over the place. Sheesh. What made y'all go to LA? Molly a dream. What would y'all be doing if you was back at home? Question mark.
Why the all caps?
Yeah, yo, calm down.
Came in off the top ropes. He's like, oh, my cat's like button step, man. I'm sorry.
Let's go back over here. Somebody's thoughts about the discussion.
Okay.
Twilla said, well, Ms. B said, maybe not permission, but a heads up. Permission is not the same as the discussion. Permission is a strong word. Maybe ask what they think about it. If she shaves her head bald without asking you, would you be okay with it?
Don't lick it. I will.
Yeah, Jody.
That was great. I guess personal text at work.
Yeah. Shout out to my manager Twilight. She has gotten me 4 auditions today. Today.
4 today?
Today.
People don't get that in a year.
No, I didn't book them. I just got 4.
I'm just saying, people don't even go out for stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a sex symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Certified sex symbol, 32 states.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Here we go. Now you're apologizing for his caps.
My bad, ain't looking at the other. What do you think it was?
Man, did you have a copy and paste? You typed it out.
It came out this big. Damn, turn this down.
Yes, manager Twila, not Twilla. Hey, too, Jesse. I said Twila? I said Twila or Twilla?
You said Twilight.
Okay, so I thought.
What's that to Jesse? All right. Where's the afro? We get it. I don't know what you're referring to. I grew my hair out and I cut it. Let's see homie's question again.
Up top?
Yeah. Okay. What made y'all go to LA? Follow your dream? Question mark. Yeah. What would y'all be doing if you were back home? I don't know. I'd be 600 pounds probably. I have a bunch of children I didn't like. Yeah. I'd probably be doing something I'd be miserable doing.
If I was back home, I would.
King of the pink toes, baby. Continue my reign.
I got to figure out a minute. KOPT. Copped. King of the pink toes. I have a lot of
30 years strong.
A lot of biracial children out there.
You see those mountain those lions and the prize, and there's all Dion would have a bunch of Midwestern white girls just all laying on top of each other. Eating fried chicken and bacon off of each other. Yeah, buddy. And he'd walk around naked like, this is my kingdom.
Yeah, man. I've done some very questionable things when I was in my youth, man. Pink toes were fast food, man.
Did you ever talk to that one white girl we called? You ever talk to her again?
Afterwards?
Yeah.
She went through some sort of relationship issue. She called me for some advice.
Okay.
And she tried to, it was the most obvious answer, but she was like, so listen, I have this guy that I've been talking to back and forth, and we're not serious. It's like a situational shit, right? You know what I'm saying? He does his thing, I do my thing. When we call, I come, he call, I come, the little thing right there. All of a sudden, he gonna tell me I got a new girl. And I'm like, cool, all right, cool. I'm gonna do my thing, all right. But then he stopped calling me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my thing. And then I'm like, should I let him go? And I was like, you have feelings, don't you? She was like, I mean, no, we know what it was. But when I called him, he told me I was my girlfriend. Like, what should I do? I was like, gotta let him go.
So
she was like, that's what I thought. I was thinking, that's an obvious answer.
The thrill is gone, baby.
Yeah. You know what it was. This happens a lot. When you break up with your side, or you not break up, it's more like like what happens. Like, okay, all right, yeah. I'm good. I'm about to be over here playing Brick Breaker. I'm about to read the Encyclopedia. I'm good.
Just liking her posts.
Watching her. Let's see what she got in her stories and see if she's real love. Let's see what we're talking about.
They got dinner dates.
Oh, wow. She said, I've never been as happy in my life. Damn. I took this chick to
Never been as happy in my life.
And you be like, I wish the best for you, man. Watching the whole time.
My man got the best D in the world. You just had that.
You know, you being messy when you see a girl you used to mess with and you comment on the post like, "Hey, I'm proud of you." Wow. Hey, sweetheart, I'm glad you received.
Can you see all this through the text? The comment.
Because it's in italicized. I'm glad you were receiving the love you deserve, Queen.
I remember all them late nights we stayed up talking about how all the things you want to accomplish.
You deserve this. I'm so glad you found.
Sorry, I couldn't be the one to give it to you, but I'm glad you.
Nah, that's too far. That's too far. That's too far.
Sorry, it couldn't be me. I'm glad you found somebody.
You gotta block me. If we used to mess around.
What you mean? Like you can't let it go?
No. I'm not gonna be messy, but I'll hit it with a little tap. I hear with a little tap tap.
A little tap tap don't really mean that much.
As in, I see it. I want you to. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But that means nothing,
right? But I'm saying you gotta block me because if you're talking like reckless by saying shit like I've never found love, like hey. Yo,
why does that bother you?
Because it's like if she's like, I've never been loved this much in my life. I'm like, wow, you definitely deserve this sort of love.
Why does that make you feel a certain
Because
way?
It's like, nigga, I gave you a lot of attention. I gave you everything.
Maybe you
not everything
in a way that she wanted to be loved. Maybe you didn't love her the way she needed to.
Flip the damn table over, man. Tell me my truth.
Maybe you were loving her in a way you needed to be loved, but not the way she receives love.
Oh yeah,
maybe
you got it all figured out. Yeah,
just possibly.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
I don't think you should just be happy, genuinely happy for her.
I don't be jealous, but I'll be definitely.
How dare you be happier now than you?
I'm not gonna be disruptive, but you'll definitely see me in the balcony like this. I'm not gonna be like, hey, homie, pushing people away. Is this your new girl? Huh? Is this him? Yeah. I'm not gonna be disruptive. I'm gonna be like, aha, that's what's up. Hey, I love seeing black love.
Why say anything in general? Why do you need to be a part of it? Why can't you just walk off into the sunset?
It's like you see me.
Why is that important?
It's not. It just let you know, like, let me just see if I still have the scent of my piss on your fire hydrant. Oh boy, I be having feelings, man. Thank you, B. I be having feelings, man.
But if you don't have any feelings for her anymore, right?
No, I do.
But okay, let's say you guys broke up.
I'm not a savage, man.
What does that gotta be?
Once you have sex with somebody, you exchange love. Like for me, if it's not like I don't have like take a ticket sex. Like, yeah, you're next 4 p.m.
That's not what I heard, King of the Pink Toes.
That's like 03.
But what I understood, King of the Pink Toes left no woman standing up as he roamed by. Knocked them all down.
Bowling pin. Yep.
I've heard too many lack stories to believe this.
Yeah.
Once you exchange coitus with somebody, your souls are attached eternally.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't believe that at all.
I mean, if it's like we know what this is and I don't have to talk to this person no more, I get it. If I see you moving on, like cool. I don't need to say anything.
I've had people had situationships that they get in relationships. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to do it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when I see the lie she's trying to tell to the people, the world.
Why is it a lie? Because it's not you? It's a lie?
No, it's like
I've never been this happy. Then I was like, yeah, you have, bitch. Yeah, you have.
I know yo is your wife. Uh-huh. But if something happens and all of a sudden, like a year later, she's with another person, she's like, I've never felt this love ever before in my life. I found my soulmate. You'd be like, wow. In your head, like, nigga. You use that same line on me because you like, nigga, come on. Is that feeling of like, while we were making love, we said this together and you lied.
Here's the slight difference, okay? We're talking about somebody you smashed compared to somebody you married with.
That's the problem, man. I don't just smash.
So you marry every chick you smash?
Nah, I don't just smash, man. I'm a love Nick. I'm a lover, yo.
Okay.
I'm a lover. I look them in the eyes.
Oh.
I play music, you know?
Okay.
I turn red lights on. I burn candles and incense.
Okay.
Even with prostitutes. I'm like, oh, come on in here. All right, let's get in here.
She's like, I got 10 minutes, so.
Oh, I gotta get the setting right, sweetheart. Hold on. Let me get the setting right. Do you like
I'm gonna keep my clothes on, that's fine.
Okay, I'll just slide your panties to the side. All right.
Hey.
Oh boy.
That's great.
What up? You say that's gross?
Yeah.
You know what's gross, man? I do think about, I know we just jump to subjects, but I think about.
Don't we all?
Yes. Think of the gross, something like, how bad for you to be mixing bodily fluids in this world to create an STD? You know what I'm saying? As in, like, we all were pure, right? Somebody was like, I haven't showered.
Yeah, we looked at chlamydia from sheep.
God damn.
That was when we looked up before that. Chlamydia came from smashing sheep.
Yeah.
Or goats, one of the two.
And it happened that much.
Did you see that video of that big booty sheep?
Yeah, and it was bouncing.
I said, I'm ashamed I watched this whole video.
Yeah.
I don't know where like syphilis came from.
The fact that chlamydia, gonorrhea, I think chlamydia comes from like must say kawaii. What is it? Koalas. They have it. God damn it, dude! It's not even like a small percentage of people have this STD. No, it's gotten so bad it's spread across the world.
Oh boy!
What?
Syphilis. The exact origins of syphilis remain debated among scientists. However, the most widely accepted theory is that it originated in the Americas and was introduced to Europe by Christopher Columbus's crew in the late 15th century. That fuck did enough. And then he brought over syphilis.
Yes.
He raped and pillaged and brought over syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. That's wicked work, man. Like, did he have any symptoms? As in, like,
well, they say it originated in Europe. They know that for
sure. Is it a pain in the penis?
Is it there's lesions on the body?
Ah.
This is a lot of information.
Yeah.
What did you say? Gonorrhea? How do you even spell that? Somebody here knows. They got a prescription for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus, dude. Like, I can see.
Which one did you have?
Come on, man. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
The exact origins of gonorrhea is unknown. However, it's believed to have been present in ancient civilizations with evidence found in ancient Egypt, Greek, and Roman texts. So some theories suggest that gonorrhea may have originated from animals such as cattle or sheep. However, there's no definitive scientific evidence for this claim.
Blame the men because a woman can't start it. A man was like,
that's definitely.
Yeah, I'm going in there.
That is definitely. Well, fine, fuck you too, then, bitch. I sleep outside. I don't need you. Shit. Yeah, the only people understand me is a goddamn sheep, anyways. Isn't that right? Bad. I know. Don't tell me something. Ain't you soft? Yeah, because I just sleep over here anyways. I got fur.
She's
you
warm.
Keep me warm. Man.
She was like, I am a male.
Oh, hey. Why'd you lick my balls?
Why'd you lick my balls?
He's looking at me. Come here, you little man. He's got the sheep on her back.
That's wild, dude. That is sick, man. That is sick.
He's smashing the sheep missionary.
Trying like, stop trying to bite me. Stop trying to bite my beard. You push the head to the side like.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
Man, yo, that's crazy. And then be like, it's not that bad. And then be like, go about your life, like, hey, wife, I'm sorry. Can we make up? And now you didn't get it.
Like, what is this? No, oh my God. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then to have sex with a sheep, a monkey, or a koala.
The
and
monkey's got to be the hard one. That's the one that seems impossible.
Yeah. Because they got the same sort of motor skills.
Yeah. We push you off.
They can snatch your dick off and throw it in the tall grass.
In the tall grass.
And now you're looking forward like, no.
An eagle swoop down.
The worst thing is getting caught for something you weren't supposed to be doing. And you go to doctor like, so slow down. What happened? Like, I got to leave out a lot of stuff.
The doctor who first heard that, he's like, happens all the time. Happened to me yesterday. Don't worry about it. Take this.
To go to the hospital, if you try to smash a gorilla and it snatch your dick off and throw it in the ocean, and then you be like, you go to the doctor like, so what happened? Like, I just fell. You be like, this looks like somebody snatched. You be like,
well, you was mauled by a very big person.
I see a gorilla hand around your neck.
This is all confidential, right?
Like getting caught, like imagine like getting robbed at your side chick's house, right? And now you like, okay, I gave up everything, so now I have to stage this crime. I gotta go somewhere far away. I gotta go somewhere far away, and he'd be like, I got robbed here.
There's still a lot of loose ends that you can make up. Anything you gotta file a police report in?
Yeah.
You gotta be like, wait, so your car got stolen where? Well, what were you doing outside of town? Well, the police report, no. You have a witness, Sheila?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Sheila? That same bitch? That wasn't even his coincidence.
That's a damn movie, man. Of like having to stage.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Right.
Come on, baby. You know how you ain't been attentive to me.
You've been attentive to me. You cut your hair. You got no joy. I like that shit. Oh boy, golly, dude. Just imagine this for the sake of the proxy of the information. Like, imagine you tell your wife at downtown LA, you be like, all right, sweetheart, I'm gonna go to Ralph's and get you some cupcakes because you on your period. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, you go down to like Inglewood and it's like, hey, bring the cupcakes. I'm gonna pick them up from you. We're gonna quickly smash. And then we're gonna head back up, and then you get robbed there. And she's like, "Where are you, baby? You ain't gonna believe this."
You get that call from the jail.
Why are you in jail?
Whatever happened.
No. You get robbed at her house.
Yeah.
Then take the car, and they like, now I got to Uber to the Ralph's.
What's a car? But still, you're still in a good spot. You can lie out of that.
Well, because if you in Inglewood and you're supposed to be in downtown LA, get at the Ralph's. And you get your car stolen in Inglewood. She's like, "Where are you?" It's like, "I got robbed."
You gotta take a bus back to downtown.
Yeah, you gotta live down there, and then you gotta file a police report. It's like, you file a police report? You be like, I should do it right now, huh?
I'll go with you.
They're like, okay, there's cameras right here. You're like, fuck off. And then they front the tape. You see like this, like, thank you, brother. Get out the Uber. Appreciate you, brother. My guy. Hey, baby, you got the audio. Hey, baby, you ain't gonna believe what just happened. I got robbed. And it's like, find that car. See where they picked him up at.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna ask, let me see your Uber. You can trace the rides. You better off just not coming back home. Yeah. You gotta do a good death thing.
Yeah, buddy. It's the worst when you get caught in the lie.
Faking a death isn't out my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I think if you fake your death and you come back in 5 years, they'll be so happy you're around.
We had this conversation.
Did we?
Yeah. Well, not like that, but it was. You say it'd be the trauma of your family.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it'll be trauma if you just.
Well, look, here's the thing. All right, if you come back home, family's over. Divorce is imminent, right? The lawyers, all right, you're losing half of everything.
Yeah.
Fake your death.
Yeah.
Right, you gotta watch them from a distance.
Right.
But yet, you come back, everybody's like, "Oh, he's alive." You come back with some tattered clothes and a beard.
You gotta think of kidnapping.
You gotta think of kidnapping. You trapped on an island.
Yeah.
Stuck in a well.
Right. And she's like, "I'm glad you're back, but I am remarried with another child." All this to get out alive. Like, all right, if I go home right now, I'm getting.
You gotta call your homies, like, "Hey guys, I need a brainstorm session." You gotta call the best writers in the world. I need to figure this out. I'm in a hole.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Help me.
I'm certain that this happened a lot in the 70s and 60s of like I
don't think they cared then.
Would just leave town. It's like,
they just had whole families in spots.
Right.
I can't, or just slap the shit out of her. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, I'm talking like I'm caught. Like if it's like a mafia thing, like I got to hit. Like I got to skip town because I stole some money.
Yeah.
And I got to skip town because I'm gonna get killed. So if I just go home, they're gonna know where I live and this. So I'm just gonna go to Boise. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully another 10 years I can kind of come back and check on my family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta hope that mobster got killed.
Yeah. Constantly reading the papers, like, God damn it.
Big Tony was killed.
Oh, I'm going back. Yeah, buddy.
But his enemies are still at large. Or you can do the hit yourself.
What do you mean?
You know, you
kill yourself?
No, you got to do the hit. You got to be the guy you got to take him down so you can live free.
Yeah. And
then you become the head dog. You know what I
mean? Yeah. And now it'd be like a Kill Bill thing. Like you done seen the son seen you kill him. I'm gonna spend the rest of my 10 years trying to find you.
Could you be a mafia boss?
I would be a very courteous mafia boss. It'd be a lot of torture. It'd be a lot of blackmailing, a lot of bartering. As in, like, you fucked up, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I need 25% of your business, like that. Like I won't kill nobody. It'd just be like I'll be making.
What did they tell you no?
I'll be like, well, gotta break your fingers.
And no,
gotta break your toes.
Break it off.
Break it off.
You gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, I was like, well, put the chain around his neck. He's working for us now in the basement. Like a little collar on his neck. You're gonna be making spinach for us for this. What? Yeah,
that's great. Absolutely.
Mo, you're going crazy.
What you talking about?
What the did I walk into?
You know what it is. Why y'all act surprised every time y'all come here and see something wild? Y'all come in here every week and be like, what are they talking? It's wild. You guys know what's happening.
You got to stay up, keep up with it.
Man, I found this movie I wrote in 2011.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Called Assisted Living.
Okay.
It's a wild movie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get to the second act.
You just laughed the whole time?
Huh?
You laughed the whole time?
I laughed the whole time, but I know it's going to fall apart somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was a decent writer at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it follows Dre and Drake, I think. Dre and Jake. I think Jake, something like that. But Dre's like they both work at a assisted living home, a retirement home.
Mm-hmm.
And one's like a nerdy kid who, he's trying to go to school to do something better. And the other one sells drugs and Viagra inside the retirement home to all the old people. And so he kind of gets involved with the mafia because he's supplying over there. Yeah. But he gets Dre dragged in. Side note to that, they witness at night, they're hiding from the mob. So they go back to the retirement home where they work at night. And they watch a murder in one of the rooms. Right, so they just see a figure killing one of the old people. They don't say anything because they don't want to get murdered.
Right.
And so they watch the guy walk out, and Dre's like, "Yo, we got to call the police." And Jake's like, "Hold on. So everybody, hold on. Just hold on a second. I can't go back out to my regular life anyway." And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "I'm gonna take his life, and I'm gonna be the old man." So he starts dressing as the old man inside. They both do start dressing as the old man in retirement home. And so now they're pretending to be these old people, okay?
There's no benefit to this.
Well, listen, so the guy comes back. The next day, he's like, man, I heard my grandfather passed in his sleep last night. They're like, he's over there playing shuffleboard. And he sees the two old. So he's like, who the fuck are these young? Who the fuck is this? I just know I killed my grandfather last night.
Right.
So now they recognize him. He recognizes them. They can't leave because the mafia wants them. This is the only place they can hide. But he knows where they are. But the mafia and the dude aren't tied together.
Yeah, it's like two different movies.
This is what makes it fun though.
Yeah.
Because now, like I said, I didn't read the second act.
Right.
Because I remember I was like, all this track so far from what I read, but I don't remember what else happens. In the movie, though, this is how wild it gets. In the very first scene, he's trying to give this old woman her medicine. This is opening credits. And she's like, you want me to take this medicine? You know what I want to see. She's like, Miss Pearl, I'm not doing this with you. Show me that pecker, or I'm not taking this medicine. And she's like, ow, stop hurting me, Dre. He's like, stop this. You do this every time. Stop. Show me your dick. Ow, you're an old lady abuse. She's like, all right. And she's like,
what?
This is the whole thing.
Why is she torturing him? How is she torturing him?
She's not torturing him. She's holding him. She wants to see his dick.
Yeah, but why she said, oh, no, don't.
Because she's just yelling out that he's hurting me.
Oh, got you. I thought he was saying you're hurting me. I'm like, how is an old woman hurting him?
No. And so then there's a scene. There's a scene later where she gives him. I think it was like an ecstasy pill and a sleeping pill. And Jay's like, oh man, I'm not feeling so good. And so then she pops him a Viagra. So then he just sees different scenes. He just keeps opening up, and then she's on top of him. She's like, and then he sees her going down. He's like, no. And he just sees more and more old women just naked in space, and they're just having an orgy. And he's like, and then he wakes up in the dumpster. He's like, what happened? What happened?
There's a lot of movies happening, man.
That's one scene in there.
No, what I'm saying, it just feels like,
wow.
I know it's one of those slices of life.
It's a wild time.
Yeah.
And then I just remember something about a bank later on. I got to read the rest and be like, where does this go?
Right.
Where does this go?
I had a phenomenal story. Twilla can contest on this. I had a phenomenal story about somebody told 3 different crews about this money in this storage unit, and all 3 thought it was a good idea to heist it on the same night. So they all had different ideas and plans, and all the things happening. But the person who told them that this money was in there, they all needed one person to do one thing to activate this whole thing so they can get the money themselves.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I told you, all you gotta do is knock out the power to get the money.
Yeah.
I told you, all you gotta do is turn off the locking mechanism, the cameras, and blah, blah, blah. All you gotta do is feed this person the blah, blah, blah. So when all these things happen, they are all beefy, like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? So it was like a whole little puzzle of a movie. And then one person got the wrong unit. One person, met their rival person. Other person got all the way out, drove all the way to their location, and then they find out that it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like a big set. Yeah. It was one of the, like, I remember I had the idea of a bunch of comedians because I wanted like a Harlem Nights thing. Yeah.
She never wrote it.
And I wrote it.
Where is it?
It's on one of my computers or hard drives, but it was too second half heavy. Like my setup was too silly. And I was like, I gotta rewrite this movie because it just felt like I was trying to do so much exposition with all the crews, and I didn't need to.
No exposition.
Yeah.
Got to talk it up.
We
have to do this at 12 o'clock because if we don't.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. I'm proud of you, brother. I heard this dude right here on the road, man, doing this thing over in Boise, Idaho, out there cooking. Had one of his best sets. You filmed it. How do you feel about posting your content? You want to like, this is not for public consumption?
No, I am going to post the actual jokes. I've done it once or twice already. It's also why I've been trying to write a lot more jokes I've been trying to write a lot more jokes. So I can post more jokes because I was thinking like, even when I go to Denver, I go like, all right, I need a joke to post. One for the set, one just to post, something that I like but don't necessarily
like you burning it.
Well, you know, there's some jokes you do that are like I think I told a joke in here about this Tesla Elon Musk thing, right? And that's a joke that other people can do. You know, it's not a joke that oh man, it's about my life or a specific. So that's a joke that can go out into the world. So that stuff like that, I'm trying to write more of so I can post it, and I go like, oh, this is a good joke. But I'm also trying to make it like a monster joke at the same time. So I got a couple weeks where before we go to Denver where I can like work out a monster joke that I'm not going to be that I like, but I won't necessarily be in love with. But I can do that someone else could probably do. You know.
Yeah. So I like to post my crowd work. So like because because in my head I'm like I'm still working out this bit. Like, oh, this is a solid bit, but I don't want it to be like, oh, I know he's going with this. I don't. That's my biggest fear of like this mug take off, and then I'm like, he about to do the vocal, so on so forth. He about to do the G.
Well, I think it's a good thing also, though, man. Like, I remember watching this video of Andrew Dice Clay in like late '80s, and he used to do those poems, right? He used to be like, "Little boy blue, he needed the money." But there was videos of the crowd where it's chanting it with him.
Oh boy!
But it was fire. And then he started doing new. He's like, "Oh, you like those? I got more." Oh, right. He was doing that whole thing, and he was, that's like viral before viral. You know what I mean? Everybody knew it. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think there are times where people go like, oh, I love this joke, or they bring somebody else to see that joke. Right. Man, I was hoping you're gonna do. I remember we were somewhere. And people come back. We were in San Jose, and somebody came back, and they were like, "Oh man, somebody's gonna do Guadalajara." And I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "Yeah, But they were telling someone about. It was like, because he was like, I came back, and I started saying Guadalajara. He's like, my 2-year daughter says Guadalajara now because you guys are saying because you're a joke. And so he came back with his wife, and I didn't do it. He was like, "Dang, I thought he was gonna do that joke." And I was like, "Oh man." But like when I go to San Diego again, since I've done it several times now, I try to do something different each time. So somebody did come back looking for it. Like that one dude, he told us that he came, but you've seen it every time, right? He was like, "I've seen you every time since you've been back to Keon." So it's like, "Oh, I got to give you guys something new every time," So yeah, so I think about that. I think about, let me go post that. Miranda says my sympathy cat joke, as in vagina. But where'd you see that joke, Miranda? Because she saw us in Dallas. I don't know if I did it then or not. Yeah. Or I might have posted that one. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. But I think you hope a joke takes off. I don't think it matters. Right. I think if you do a joke and that blows up, great. Yeah. Great. Right. And I figure this too. You can always write more jokes. Yeah, for sure. And everybody in the entire world has not seen that joke. Yeah. If that joke does 2 million views, there's 100. How many people in the world? Right. There's still plenty of people who need to see that joke, who haven't seen it, who'll come see you live in different cities and haven't seen it. Yeah. So I don't think you can really burn material like that. I think it's got to be one of those things where you're like if Chris Rock did Black people versus White people, you'd be like, bro, yeah, this has been 20 years, 30 years ago. Right. Like, we see that at times.
Well, I'm saying like when you're in the beginning stages of working on your bit, sure you can post it. Oh, this one did well. Let me post it, but like I'm still shaping it up. I'm still like,
I think you post it, and then by the time someone sees it again, it'd be different.
It'd be different.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. A little bit different. Right. Not only should it be different, you can always write more jokes. Yeah. Yeah. That's my biggest thing lately. Is just like, don't get so attached to the joke that you don't want to post it. Go ahead and post it. You'll probably get more followers in. And if you get more people in, great. Then you can repost it later for those who didn't see it. Yeah. Right. And then put it on a special. Now it's up there forever. Right. Then you can retire it.
That just shows you ain't no confidence in it. Yeah, I don't want to burn all my jokes.
I just think people overthink it because I get it, but I think like showing people outside your crowd work, unless you're just a crowd work person, right? But man, if I can show you me and it relates, and you go, "Oh, Chaz is this marriage joke. He does this thing about his daughter. That joke is fire. He does this stuff. Oh, he puts my thing is we're trying to put a funny spin on something dark." You know what I mean? That's usually I'm trying to get you to laugh at something you don't want to laugh at.
Right, right.
So I'm like, if somebody can be like, "Yo, this is what Chaz does. Are you gonna love this?" Blah blah blah. Because then it gives you something that people
Right.
can attach it to you with, you know.
Yeah.
Specifically. Anywho, shout out to Deion Lack, Kid in the Comedy Store.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I wish I remembered that you did that show. My bad.
Are you back Sunday?
Yeah, I came back. I was back Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I was hanging with the kid, but I didn't think about it until you said it today. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man, it was a good time, man. Definitely was nervous because a lot of my actual friends showed up. I was like, oh, y'all about to see the debut of this bit. And like I said, Twills came with me, and Twills has seen this set being shifted and changed and moved around and replaced and reshaped. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it this way, see if it works. And it worked.
Nice.
I had a little fumbles. And I used the fumble in as a freestyle.
Excellent.
I tried to say specifically. I'm like, ooh,
that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's a tough one in actions.
Yeah.
If you got me with statistically in a
yeah,
hold on, I gotta slow down.
Yeah. And when I said it, I was like, that is the villain of the black community, bro. I was like, that word right there would take anybody out. Put your fucking hands up, nigga. Huh? And I just kept like, yeah, keep going. Try it again. and it worked. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna end on that.
That was a great fit. Boise's so dope that I would really consider shooting a special in Boise.
That's dope.
It's my second time there in Boise, Idaho. Last year we did one show. This year we did 2 shows. Oh, for the fire! That audience is crazy.
What's the name of the club?
The Lounge at the End of the Universe.
That's so long.
So long. They do a weekly show there, and I think that I probably wound up doing a special at Harvest eventually up at the studio.
Okay.
And then I think I would do one at Boise.
How many people does it sit?
There was probably easily 100 people there.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't count. But yeah. And I don't think I need more than 100 folks to do a special. Place was rocking.
Yeah.
And
nice
even like the studio,
time.
We done 80 there, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to look at. I was like, that might be the spot to do a dope special. I'll even show you the video. You guys will see how close to eventually go. I go like, if I had a few different cameras in there and get the shots that I wanted,
right?
Fire.
Yeah, for sure. I love that, man. I want to know how comedy clubs make their money. Is it from the food?
100%. Unless, like this, most clubs are restaurants. They don't sell comedy; they sell food and drinks. But I think the Comedy Store in San Diego didn't sell any food. I think they're either all drinks. They gave you popcorn and stuff like that. So it is 100% that. Unless it's like theaters do that, they'll sell their concessions, but it's all ticket sales. You know, but most comedy clubs and they are restaurants.
So the ticket sales go. So the comedians get the door. Right.
Yeah. Most comedians get the door, unless you're just that guy, or you can command some of the bar or something like that. I'm sure there's those guys like Chappelle gonna get whatever you want. You gotta tell them no. But it's usually, that these guys get they get their food and drink. Like that's theirs, and you get the door. If you're bigger, you're gonna get 100% the door.
Yeah.
And in some of these places, man, like some of these clubs, they want you to give them a percentage of your merch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're like, oh, we get 20% of the merch. You ain't getting shit.
That's crazy.
It's like, well, we're bringing the audience. If they're like,
no, I am.
All right. They'd have to be a very, I think theaters do that, or like a very famous place where people come for that place.
I had looked up to see what's the most a comedian got paid in a weekend. They said, I don't know if this is true or not. They said DC Young Fly got paid $90,000.
I don't think that's the most. That's the most for a weekend?
For
like what?
I don't know if it was a weekend. But not like a name, but like he's a name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, 90,000. Don't get me wrong.
I looked up the funny bone.
Extremely well. It's a lot of money for a few nights of work, a few hours.
Let's see.
What did the Moyo say? They want to cut out your merch. That has to be illegal. It's whatever you agreed to. Everything's whatever you agreed to. Solving the fine print. And Boise's probably been a man. They took such. They paid for my flight. They paid me. They gave me a dope hotel. I was like, I love Boise forever. It's one of my new top comedy cities. Chicago's up there, Seattle's up there, San Francisco's up there. Just start naming every city. I don't know if Houston was up there, but food-wise, it was up there. I've only performed that one time in Dallas. Chaz got food out. I did. You know, you usually got to get reimbursed for the flights. They actually was like, we got it. I said, oh.
So I need to go because I went specifically to the Funny Bone. Mm-hmm. I was trying to see because I seen like a lot of people coming up like D-Ray. I seen like Michael Blackston. I seen like Marlon. I was like, how much? I was like, what's the most this store? That's what I looked up, and they had said that Funny Bone in Dayton had paid DC Young Fly $90,000. So I don't know if it was a night or if it was a weekend. Let me take a look again.
Yeah, I'm sure 90,000 is not like a record. But yeah. What's the audience demo? So for one thing, Shantae's gonna bring out the lesbians. They're gonna come out for her. So there's that. And then they're all different ethnicities that come out for her. I think there was a bunch of black folks. I don't say like a bunch, but like a bunch in a small number. They all came out. I guess all of them were there. And so a lot of Latinos. I was surprised I seen Latinos in the house. They're like, well. And then I was like, what y'all doing here? And someone, not me, someone said, somebody had to pick the potatoes. And I said, oh my God.
Somebody got a baked potato.
Got to pick the potatoes. I said, yo, that was not me who said that. Well, you guys are wild. And look, somebody said, wait, look at the last comment. Chocolate donut for me.
Hey! What up?
That's so funny. Chocolate donut for me.
Hey, what
I
up?
need to come to Detroit when there's better weather. Yeah, I'm going to come in the spring or fall. Usually I'm a fall guy in Detroit. Fall. I can catch the Tigers. I can catch the Lions. I can catch the Pistons. It's one good time. Hockey, everything that happens in the fall. It's one good time. For sports, especially downtown where everything is. It's a great time for sports in the fall in Detroit. Everything's cracking in one spot now. Before you had to go all the way out to Pontiac to the Silverdome, and you had to go out to where was the Pistons, the Palace, Auburn Hills?
Mm-hmm.
Auburn Hills? Palace of Auburn Hills, right? Right, Mario? Am I tripping? Auburn Hills, right? Yeah, something like that. What's up, Brandon Taylor? What's happening? Yep, opening day for Tigers is next Friday. I'm excited about the Tigers. Man, Pistons, the Detroit sports is just up right now. Everybody's winning. Pistons will make the playoffs. So they didn't look good early on. They came along strong. The Tigers made it in very end. Auburn Hills. Yeah. Anywho, what are you doing? Are you looking up stuff?
Yeah, I was trying to look it up. They talking like the range.
What's the range?
They said, for instance, ticket prices for upcoming shows, $20 to $70. The ticket prices increase according to certain comedians. Mm-hmm. So I think they really like bust people's heads for those DC Young Fly tickets. But
I feel like if you're somebody and you sell tickets for $20 and then you blow up, and then the next year you're like, it's $80.
Yeah.
I think I feel bad, but also, are you just supposed to go get it?
Right. Would you rather do bigger venues for cheaper tickets or smaller venues for more tickets?
I'd rather do smaller venues for cheaper tickets, but I would never make any money. But I would love that it'd be affordable, and I would love that people came out. I love the intimate settings.
Until somebody be like, you do realize you're missing out on so much money.
You're missing out on a ton of
I know, but it's for the people.
What I wish I could do is I wish I could find some kind of sponsor who would just pay me and to go do like a free tour.
That's nice.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love for people to be like,
and again,
babysitters.
And again, somebody be like, you do realize how much money.
I get it. So let's say I did 100 cities in a year. It's busy. Yeah. Right? That's busy. That's 100 cities in a year. Uh-huh. And somebody was like, great, we'll give you $20 million. That's a lot of money for a year.
Yeah, sure.
But all I have to do is say, hey man, this show is brought to you by some bald company
Yeah.
or some boner pill company,
Right.
right? Manscaped, whatever it is.
Right.
I would love for that to be the thing, and then the tickets are 100% free.
Yeah.
People have to pay for parking or on babysitters, food or whatever, but I would love that.
And then somebody was like, "You do realize that they're making $150 million off."
But it's about the people.
They're making 100. They are getting paid. They are raping you. They're $150 million a year. You getting 20? You're doing all the work. I know. I just for the people though. It's for the people.
It's for the people. I feel bad, man. It's a lot to go out somewhere, bro.
How do you feel about? This might be really personal, but we had this discussion with a friend of mine who is opening up for a much bigger person, right? And they had to discuss different rate because in the beginning he was like, I gotta be careful because I don't want to come into this person's business. In the beginning, he was like, "Hey man, I would love to open for you. I need to get back in the gym. I need to work out. If I could open up for you, I got the numbers. I would love, to bring an audience for you, help out, blah, 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 and shoot stuff for you, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Okay, cool. I do X amount of numbers, so it's gonna be, you can be in the gym for real. Like you can get a real time experience.
Yeah.
This is the type of crowd I bring in. Cool, I'm fine with that." He said, "I'll pay you $5,000 a show." It's pretty good, right?
It's great.
Yeah. He's doing $5,000 for 20 minutes. They do 2 shows, 2 nights. Great, right?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
5,000 for 20?
Yeah. But hear me out. He said it hurt me when I found out he's making $200,000 a night, right? So he said, "Should I negotiate?" I'm like, "No."
Go do your own thing, then.
Yeah. But because you realize, like, oh, I'm getting scraps of what he's making.
You asked to come along.
Yeah. So and he was like, "Oh, that's how much you gonna charge? Oh, hell yeah! Come on! That's my merch money."
You asked to come along, baby.
Yeah.
You can renegotiate when I start doing, like, I don't know. It'd have to be but if it was me and I was making it would also depend on what you're doing. Are you just telling jokes? What else are you doing?
No, but you also were selling his merch.
But what else are you doing? Because I got you to do that for $5,000. So if we're going up, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're filming, like, because you had tried to sell yourself. You're doing little skits.
But I already got you doing this for $5,000, right?
Yeah.
I can find someone else to do this for $5,000.
Right.
If we're negotiating, let's talk business. Unless I just like you.
Right.
And I want to just do more, or if I find you as a friend. But if I'm like, "Yeah, kid, come on." And you say, "Oh, can I get more?" I'm gonna be like, "What are you gonna do more?"
Right.
Are you bringing in more money? Are you making me more money?
Yeah.
I can find anybody to sell to sell my merch for way less.
Yeah.
So I can pay somebody way less to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I would be happy for $2,000 a show.
That's a to get in that position. People are like, "Yo, you screwing your little people over." Like, nigga, this is business. Like it sucks. It sucks to say that. It sucks to say, do you make, for the sake of easy math, you make $100,000 a night. You were paying them $200. I'm like, they agreed to that.
Yeah. $200 is robbery.
I know, but like they agreed to that.
But man, if I say I'm doing 50 shows this year, you're getting paid $5,000 a show. You do not have to do this.
Yeah.
You can go about your life.
Right.
Or you can come get this easy money for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And learn to leverage that shit yourself. Suck about the knowledge you can.
Yeah.
And be happy you're there.
And don't let the people talk. Don't let the people tell you. You're like,
it wouldn't matter, bro. If I found out Shantae's making $200,000 a year and I was sitting on my ass doing nothing.
I was gonna say it might be personal.
Honestly, I go like,
it's a great opportunity.
Not only is it a great opportunity that you asked for, I didn't drag you along, but hey, can I take you?
Yeah.
If you asked me for this opportunity and you said you're going to get this and this and this, you're more than allowed to renegotiate. Sure, I would hear you out, and then I would ask you, what are you going to do that's $3,000 more? That's $5,000 more.
Right.
And if you don't have a great answer for me, get your ass out of here.
Well, she was like, no. Immediately like, hey, we've been doing this about 2 years. No. Okay. All right. No. Because I'm so glad you read this, because Paul been wanting to try to get your spot for the longest.
I would never even ask. I go like, man, let me build this into something. And the whole idea is to get off tour for somebody else. You know what I mean? The whole idea is to be able to build your own thing. I think. You know, Chaz, you kind of want to get fired or be able to do it with them.
We move it into bigger arenas now. He was like, oh, okay. We doing Staples Center. We doing the Honda Civic. You know, the Honda Cinder. We doing. Like, oh, okay. Like your rates still the same though. I'm like, no. Like, okay. And niggas behind you like this, waiting for you to say, can we?
You can ask.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're doing 40% more. Let me get a few grand more, man.
Yeah.
But also, I would ask her, what are you gonna do more?
Yeah.
Because then I'd be like, all right, well, here, record this video, edit these videos. I need this many amount, blah, 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 blah. Like now you're gonna full-time work for me.
Yeah.
This ain't no 20 minutes anymore. Now you're working 12 hours a day.
Right. That's the move right there, is to hire somebody that's a comedian that can also be your because you're here to also perform, but also to film me.
A lot of people don't understand that when you go on a feature, you're an employee. The person who's with you, you're an employee now of that person. Right. Kevin Hart hires these people. They're employees. So you have to come to work. You know what I mean? I don't know his relationship with those people or what they do in particular. Like his like the Blessed Cup Boys in general. I don't know what roles they have, but that's essentially it. You're an employee. So it's like, yeah, man, if you're on a roll with somebody, you got to clock in. And you got to find out where you fit in, what you can do to make their life easier. If it's grabbing some bags, grab some fucking bags. If it's making sure the Uber comes up, great, Uber's coming up. You know what I mean?
I want to know what group mate knew that this person was the lead singer. I'm just like, I'm so much better than this person.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Like, because I know deep down inside, I think Kelly Rowland can sing better than Beyonce. Right? And
I don't know if she can sing better, but I can understand people's debate.
Right. And I love
she's a great singer.
And I think she's more attractive. So and I know that did something to her a little bit, as in like, why if she had the same catalog as Kelly as Beyonce, like, hey, person who wrote Love Crazy in Love, can you write me a hit? like use the same sources. Like your name, your number should be. Is there any group that has two major stars?
Major? Because I don't know. I guess Kelly Rowland's not a major star.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if it was a lead singer, because I don't think Beyonce, no, don't quote me. I don't think Beyonce was the lead singer in Destiny's Child. She was the favorite.
Sure, she was the lead singer.
But yeah, we knew, but she definitely had, they gave each one of them verses. Like, remember the old school?
It's Beyonce.
Right. No, you're talking about second album, Beyonce was up front. First album, they actually shared the vocals. We all was attracted to Beyonce because long hair was making a comeback. But I feel like the second album, it was like, let's push her to the floor a little bit. And I think, and I tell people all the time, I think Beyonce got her stardom because she had no competition with female singers. Aaliyah was gone. Who else was around?
I guess like
2001. 2000, let's say about 2099, 2000. She had Carrie Hilson. We had Mariah Carey. We had Mary J. Blige, who was a little bit older. Like she had no Sierra. Like the competition was thin. So they was like, women was like, we need a hero. We need to push somebody up front. And she could dance, she could sing.
I think I look at the same thing when I look at Tony Baker in general, is that I think Kelly can look at Beyonce and go, I see why she's this big. And it's not necessarily because somebody's better in certain aspects, but how many people can you say works harder than Beyonce?
Work ethic, yeah, for sure.
You know, I can look at Tony and be like,
I can't. can't.
I feel like, hey man, if anybody says anything sideways, you don't have his dedication, his work ethic. I know why he's where he's at. Same with Kev. I know why these cats are where they
man.
are.
I watch,
and I know why people aren't, even if they all have more talent or so. I know why they're not where they think they should be.
Right.
And it's not that Kelly probably doesn't work hard, but it's like we're talking about different levels. Remember when Beyonce couldn't dance?
I don't remember this.
Beyonce's whole, remember, even like Crazy in Love, it was like,
oh wow,
okay. Wow. But before that, she couldn't dance. She'd be dancing her ass off now.
Wow.
I'd be like, oh man, Beyonce's she's worked so hard,
right,
to be this legend icon that she's become. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He said she used to dance so hard. You'd be like, I see you trying there, baby girl. But now she can really go. Somebody said colorism. Spicy was colorism. Maybe I don't know if colorism is a part of it in the sense of like, because Kelly, maybe in the group, because Kelly and Aaliyah might be close to the same. Kelly's a little darker,
right?
But Kelly also had some hits. Like I just remember, like she had a moment with her and Nelly. I love
That's not her song though.
But it was a big. Oh, Kelly Rowland killing this thing. She did that one song with
Motivation.
That song she did with Lil Wayne was fire, except for Lil Wayne was on there.
Motivation.
That's the one. But Lil Wayne ruined it. That was a sexy song, but I hear that when I'm smashing naked. Yeah,
that's why you keep your pants on, man. You gotta keep your pants on. just pull just enough of that.
But yeah, I think that what I wonder is why Kelly hasn't. Like I don't know how many albums she's dropped. I don't know anything about her.
4 albums, you know.
She has,
and
4
also
solos?
and also, this sounds bad, man. It's something about veterans. Just like I'm gonna have to pivot because this is not working. Like Rakim. I mean, LL Cool J just came out with a new album. MC Lyte came out with an album, but they had the long gaps of like my audience is gone. My audience is not supporting anymore. Something about older people, like we gotta pivot to acting. We gotta pivot.
I think it's more about the money.
Like who's gonna fund this?
No, I think it's just about there's way more money, guaranteed money in acting than it is in actually like rap. You gotta like, oh, okay, we got this deal and you got these deals and streaming is ass. And when I hear about that streaming money, you go like, oh, you did $20 million, you got $8 you back.
Yeah,
that shit sounds crazy.
I think don't quote me on this. It was something about 8 and I think billion. Like I think Snoop Dogg had said like I have 8 billion streams on Spotify and I only made
like 40 grand.
Right.
God, he's like, how does that even make up? That's why people like, I wish I could get 40 grand for doing nothing.
Shit.
That shit don't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's just robbery.
Right. Yeah.
East Texas in the house. What's happening? Loyalty is love.
Yeah. It is hard to stay motivated. It's hard to stay motivated because if like I paid for a recording session, I paid for the mixing, the mastering, I paid for the music video, I paid for the extras and the location to create the video. That's just one video.
Right. I
paid for the art design, I paid for the promotion, the marketing, and you get 2 streams. You're like, come on, man.
Now you're rapping through the McDonald's speaker. Yo, welcome to McDonald's. Yo, can I get you with Rhino?
Yeah.
What you like, what you want. Here all night. Hey, yeah, nigga. Can you get a number 3?
Hey man, stop. Just stop, bro. That's why I was like, it is a gamble. Just put your music out there and just roll the dice with TikTok. Because anything can take off. And people find little parts of songs like, hey, this part right here is viral. Let's make this a song. You ever seen that there's a new TikTok that's like, and we can do all night. We can boogie all night.
I don't think so.
You heard the song before? It's an
old
old song.
I know the song though.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
But that part right there.
Not Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. That part right there on TikTok has taken off and made it and became a dance. The song was made in the 70s.
Yeah, 60s.
It's just crazy how people was like, I like this part right here. Let's make this into a challenge.
I think you got to put out stuff in a lot of volume because the internet's noisy.
Yeah.
There's this one dude, I can't remember his name, but he has a song that's like, I'd be like, what was it? Chicken wings with a fried rice, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
His same song.
Same song. He
Yeah.
uses a song. He'll make 1,000. He'll just go find different Asian people who are dancing, and it's fire.
Yeah.
And
I watched all.
I watched the song too, and that song gets fire.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yo, chicken wing with the fried rice.
That's how you get the most out of your music, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I got one hit. I got one song.
Yeah.
But I know it's fire.
And people gonna keep sharing it.
People gonna keep sharing it.
And you get new clients every single time.
And because I went through and I was like, all these are the same song, but I was like, they all rock though.
Yeah. And it's funny. That's so funny. The funny thing, then you get haters like, hey, you gonna post anything else? Nope. This is my song. Yep. It's my content.
I gotta get all I can out of it.
Yeah, homie.
And it just be looking like someone else did it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's real, dude.
Because at first I was like, man, why everybody keeps using this song? And then I was like, that's the same dude.
Guy.
And then I was like, oh, this is his song. Yeah. I said, oh, kill it, bro.
And also the other one, Toxic is how I go. Your love is toxic. You know what I'm talking about?
The Britney Spears? Something different?
No. It starts off like, God, somebody help me out. It starts off very evil, and then be like, you look at the camera and like, your love is toxic, and the guy just kept doing different versions of it. I hate this. I can't even think of it now. But I was like, this, because it just became a trend of like, you do something like, I'll pay you. And like, you look at the camera like, your love is toxic. And then that was it. That was a little sketch. It became a sketch of like, hey man, I watch your daughter for you, man. Absolutely. Yeah, she's gonna safe hands with me.
Yikes. That's the scary one.
Well, I mean, as in like you're the father, and I mean as an adult father.
Yeah.
Not like an actual child. I was looking at it as like an adult woman. I would love to see Dion's FYP. What's that?
For you page.
Oh boy,
TikTok. I bet you it's wild as that. Put up to the camera.
No, I'm over here, man.
Scroll it.
Come on, let's not do this, man. My kids are here.
You want to know?
I can't. Well, Twilla can chime in. We can do another one. I gotta eat. Would you be weirded out by me talking to you in the kitchen? I haven't eaten all day.
No, we can do that next week.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's it.
All right.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for so much. Let me get some more. Thank y'all for that. The Pepsi and the Pep.
Loyalty is love. What exactly is mixing and mastering? Ooh.
Do you know?
Yeah, mixing and mastering is the levels of. Sometimes you come in like, hey, yo, my name is blah blah blah. You gotta mix it down with the last vocal, right? And then mastering it is making sure the music and the audio is on the same level. So the music's not too loud.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
That sounds tedious.
Yes, it's because
you have a great ear.
Right. Yeah, mixing masters is also they got the technology that can actually balance it for you and give you suggestions. Like, do you like it right here? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes you come back to re-record a part. Mm-hmm. So and also you can kind of remove the secondary noise. You can kind of say, hey, focus on this noise right here, this vocal right here, and remove all the other noise that's not similar to this. Sometimes you can, like if it's one of the lines is like, the next man, it's like, which one, the pink who's an introvert, or we're leaning on the green, that's wicked work. So if I say wicked work, like I can taper that down, wicked work, so you can hear like that taper down, and then like on top of that, I want to wicked work. So I want that layered on top of my vocals, but like add a reverb on it so it can echo out. So this is mixing and mastering. You can add all these little effects and stuff. So it is a lot. I wouldn't want it on anybody.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot, man. And this is why people you got to pay those engineers to mix and master. Yeah. Somebody said, "Is the penthouse prepared or what? What? Mixed by Ike." Oh my God! Somebody's trolling me.
They see me truly.
Twilla's on her way.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you wanted to do a second one, bro.
Well, let's see when Twilla's gets here.
Yeah.
Because, I'll tell you anyway.
Okay.
Nothing perfect. I might go for Lack. I can find this out.
Oh, tonight?
I'm feeling lazy.
Tuesday.
So, yeah. If we do another one, I can go straight there. If we got time, I'll go I might head to the crib.
Yeah. So we are going to a movie premiere tonight.
What are you saying?
It's for her documentary. Yeah, she's about to premiere on Netflix.
Come on, 12.
Yeah, we got 20 people coming in now, man. I kind of feel bad for leaving now.
You want to leave them all behind? You don't love them.
I'm hungry.
Things have loved us.
Oh, let me talk to Twills then.
Well, we can stop and then we'll stay on for a little bit to talk to the people.
Okay.
Twills say Apple. Apple what? Apple.
Hey, Twills, bring food.
What's Apple?
So I can get off. I'm sorry. Twills, listening. I'm sorry. I feel
all right. Well, let me end the show here, and then we'll stay on for the people. All right, thank you guys so much for watching the episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
No, check please. Do you mind if I give them some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Type in XD is high key the live stream. It's mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows and Wesley. It's sort of popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Mr. Chaz Riders, we big ready from Lansing. I'm LackToast. ENT, I guess we paying for the bill, so give us another check, please.
You gotta get speakers fixed, man. Yeah. Speakers are trash.
My 6x9s in the trunk.
I gotta get these speakers fixed, man.
Hey.
Good Lord.
So yeah, we can stop it. Twill's gonna bring some food and Taco Tuesday over here.
Taco Tuesday.
Did you press record?
We'll find out.
Because I didn't know you. I was like, slow down.
We'll see. This might be a live exclusive only.
We definitely gotta do another one then.
All right, y'all. I be like,
Gene Big Bean with the right rice. Oh boy.
Come on, be recorded.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, man. I got a P.
Oh.
I got a E.
Oh.
I got an E.
What does the E stand for?
I was saying I got a P. And then I have two. I'm here for y'all. That's what I'm trying to I don't feel like going. I'm tired of shit. And I'm like, man, you gotta go push over there. You gonna so did you ever film the thing? Mm-hmm. Shantae had my SD cards this weekend, so I couldn't finish it. I was like, oh man. So I just sent it to him today. I just did a little video, nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. A little something light. Because otherwise you gotta figure out how to edit for real. I don't do all that. I can shoot some footage for you. It's how you feel you make me a promo video. I can shoot some footage for you. I can turn the camera on, point it in the right direction. Turn the camera on. I did some color correction. I got to get better at that. Have you Googled it? Yeah, that's how I learned how to do the little bit that I did. Yeah. But it's not that hard, but it's also kind of tedious. Also, it is very the curves and stuff. All editing is tedious shit. Yeah. Yeah, keep going back over and keep going back on. Mm-hmm. Man, I hate it. How do you do it? I don't like it. Twilla being nice. She said, "You want anything to eat?" Me? It's the where you going? I do. Whatever. She asked me anything specific. I said, "Whatever you eat." Yeah, whatever you eat. Yeah. Thank you. So honored and privileged. Oh my God, what a great day. Mm-hmm. What a great day. Lucky me. You said me? Me? Oh, no, nigga never get nothing. Nobody ever gives me anything. Oh, God. Unbelievable. I'll put you up in for that spot I asked you about. We're good with the dogs. We got the audition. Are you reading beef? Oh, I thought you were reading some beef right there. No. I asked you if it was all good. No, we I be like free chicken ring with the fried rice. I'm wondering if I can do that with a stand-up clip, bro. How do you do that with a stand-up clip? Keep doing the same. We talking the same bit? Yeah. So he has the same song with different people coming in, right? Right. So could I do? I guess you could take the audio around somewhere. Well, what if it's a punchline? Mm-hmm. Like, and the punchline is the end of the video. If it was like say for instance, you know what I don't like about women, and then go to the bit, and it was like, and that's why I'm single. You know, it would have to be like the sandwich or something like that.
Right.
I mean, but that's me really freestyling.
Right.
As in, like, if it was something like very universal that you can keep recycling to kind of piece in, like, to sandwich in there. And then she has the nerve to say this, you know. Or, you know, it'd be really dope if you do this on the stand-up. Was like when a woman gets on the podcast, like, and she starts saying, and then you actually your bit, and then you just
plug and play,
right? And then it was like, I'm like, girl, this is why you're single. I mean, it wouldn't be your actual joke, but if you had something like,
yeah, there's ways to figure that out though. So I was like, oh, he's just gonna keep getting the same song over again. But I like the song. I was looking for it. And then I wonder how much of it is just hearing it over and over again and stuff getting stuck in your head. Because that's a huge thing with music. Right. Things get stuck in your head over and over again. It's kind of those things with it's something that Kevin Hart does really well. Also, is being able to coin something.
Right. Yeah.
You know, whether it's say with your chest or pineapples or what else? How many phrases he done had? That's why I need a catchphrase.
Yeah, like
razzle my chest.
You gonna learn today.
Yeah.
You gonna learn today.
Yeah. I wonder if he goes in a joke with the punchline first, with the phrase first. This is a catch. Build the joke around this.
Yeah.
That's a very Dion Lack thing to do.
Yeah. He's funny.
Dion was like, something's funny about turntables and bacon. How do I make a joke out of turntables and bacon?
Let me tell you something, man. My premise and setups, I know I enjoy act outs, but the patience I don't have when it comes to the premise is trash.
The premise is everything.
I know, but I'm saying, like, as in, I'm like, oh, I know what's next, and I'm like, and I mean rushing through in my head, I'm thinking like, cause I'm coming off the fumes of another punchline, right? So I'm like, and I'm like, oh, I know the next one. I'm like, so you ever seen a guy? He comes in with I'm like, I want that next joke to be the tag of this one, but I'm like, slow down. So if I get a big laugh, it's okay to go back down with this premise setup.
You see me, I go to silence. I will go to complete silence and then build off there.
Yeah.
The more I practice that, the better it got.
Right.
Because I'll have a joke, big laugh, and I'll have all the way for a few seconds. And I'll be like, that's stupid, huh? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? The good thing about it is that once you have that big laugh and you bring them down to silence, that anticipation builds. They can't wait.
To
hear the next thing. So no matter what I say, it's gonna get a laugh.
Yeah. When I did Dayton, I did this huge act out, and then in my head I was like, it'd be funny if this is the whole freestyle. It'd be funny if this, but the setup, oh God, the setup was so trash, and it ruined the whole bit. It ruined it. It was like, oh. What is? Oh my God! I'm embarrassed to play it, but it was like, well, what if a friend be like, what do you call that? The Frankenstein? And I was like, and I tried it. I was like, and it's like, I ruined that. Yeah, I gotta keep them up though.
No, it's fun, man. It's one of the most fun things to do to me is try to see if I can get you all the way back up to 100 from zero.
Yeah,
I think it's such a great challenge. I saw Chris Rock say this thing about premises.
Yeah, talk about it. And
he was saying that because I used to find Chris Rock really annoying because he'd be like, just because voice wise, and he would repeat the same thing so much. He'd be like, why do women always gotta be da da da? Women always gotta da da da. No matter what it is, women always da 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 da. And I was like, all right, nigga, we get it, right? Yeah. But he said he did that so people would get it.
Know the premise,
yeah. He's like, I need them to know the premise without a doubt so I can take them on this journey. Because once you know the premise, Now, once I know you have full comprehension of the premise, there's no questions. Now I can go into this bit free. There's no confusion. So then I was like, oh. I was like, oh, okay, I really understood. Then for me, it was about saying the same thing. Instead of saying the same thing over and over again, can I say the same thing differently? Yeah. But I was like, oh, I understand that now. So it was like, no, they actually been pretty quiet in the live. Y'all still there? Just talking stand-up now. Talking about the sweet art, the sweet science. Put my feet up on the table. I don't know if it's boring for you guys to hear about stand-up and all that stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. But that's what I loved about because you watch comedians and you get to learn something from all of them. That's what I learned from watching Chris Rock, and then just of course how he had such big premises off of small things. Chris Rock is this is how him and Seinfeld are so opposite. Chris Rock will make something really, really big, like black people versus white people, blah, 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 whatever it is. So it's a big concept idea. And then Seinfeld would take a very small concept idea. It's something with like, what's up with pickles? Pickles, what's it called a pickle? It's not picking anything, right? Who picked it? Can a pickle be a pickle that's not picked? That's a very Seinfeldian joke, right? It's not a pickle if it doesn't get picked. Who calls it a pickle? It should be called a jar. And then people will laugh for some reason. That's a very Seinfeld joke.
You know what I'm gonna do? See, you know how my bathroom window has like a little transparency of it. So
you got a bathroom window?
Yeah, but it's not bathroom window, but the door.
Oh, okay.
Door. You can kind of see like a silhouette of a person outside. So I want to do a visual of like it's for you. You on the toilet, and then you see I'm going already. You see I'm going?
That's terrifying.
And you see like you look like you're just the window door. You like, hey, somebody's in here.
The doorknob.
It's like,
hey, hello. I said I'm in here.
Nigga, please let's shoot this. Please let's shoot
Let's
this.
shoot it.
And he'd be like, hey, somebody's in here. I'm not gonna be in here. I don't know, man.
I just got in.
And he was like, all right, okay, cool. He'll move.
But he should walk back out.
No, you still see silhouette right there.
He's got to walk out, and then like for 2 seconds, you got to be like, go back to your phone, come back in.
No. He stays there like, okay, all right, cool. But he think that you can't see him like this whole time. He's like this.
Oh, I see.
He was like,
they know you still by the door? Yeah. Can you back up?
Yeah, he like this. All right.
I still see your shadow, man.
And then he's like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom back. I'm doing it now, man. He like this.
You gotta. Oh, bro, that's a. See that doorknob turning over. then you gotta have the first experience.
We can just do it together, brother.
Spread your legs open.
I'm going right in.
Oh, damn. What's the funniest joke you ever heard? Oh, boy.
I got it. I know.
You do?
Yeah.
What's the funniest joke you ever heard?
What's that nigga's name?
Funniest joke I ever heard.
So I cried. And I ran down the stairs. Oh my goodness. It's at the Laugh Factory. My boy Collar, we can contest to this. I can't think of his name.
Do we
Chris
know
Spencer's boy. He retired doing comedy. He was Toothpick on Don't Be Menace.
You're not talking about Sully.
No. Hey, you ever seen some going down and crack a man's ass? I was fooling y'all. Those are jokes. Woo. Let's get the fuck out of here, yo. God, I can't think of his name, man.
But retired, you said.
Well, he got started doing clean comedy, and he just stopped doing like raunchy material. God, dude, I can't think of his name. He's been going that long now. We here. Y'all, I'm just working while y'all talk.
That's eavesdropping. They just be eavesdropping, man. Bunch of eavesdroppers, bro.
Yeah. Daryl Heath. There we go. Daryl Heath. Thank you.
You know what's funny, man? I've never really seen him do stand-up.
Damn it, man.
Okay. Yeah, I was sure he was a monster.
Damn it. And everybody talk about that same joke every single time. The Men in Black joke, man.
I don't think I've seen
God damn it. It was such a perfect setup of like, I'm glad that the Men in Black people got some down for this one. He said, I'm so glad the Men in Black people use that weapon as for good versus evil.
Okay.
He said, imagine you know what I'm saying, you was some cops using that little machine, walking around talking about something. Hey, let's go fuck with Gentry again.
You go fuck with who?
Gentry.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, that's fine. We ain't got nothing to do. Like, yo, Gentry, come on over here, man. He said, you been doing anything? You been cleaning up? Yeah, I'm freestyling. Like, you been cleaning up your act? He said, yeah, man, I've been doing pretty good. He was like, yeah, all right. He muffled him up. And he said, we drag him in the drag him in the alley. He said, we fucking the shit out of this nigga. And it did. He said, he in the back, I'm in the front. We ripping off his clothes. And he's like, what are y'all doing, man? I'm gonna report you. And he was like, you ain't gonna say shit. And then it went back and he was like, let's get Gentry.
Wild.
And he was like, hey, yo, Gentry, come over here. He said, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Wow.
He said, what's up? He's like, you been cleaning up your act? He said, yeah, why you keep asking me that? He was like, let's see you over here, man. He said, what's over here? He's like, you got some cupcakes. Like, he's like, hey, can you hear my shoes? He was like, you know, we ain't had a long time. Like, Gentry. He was like, oh, let's get Gentry again. So he kept doing it. He kept adding more parts onto it. He's like, and his boy was like, hey, man, stop, man. He said, you every single day you keep going with them cops. I don't know what you've been doing. He said, but it's not funny, man. You gotta chill out. He was like, why you hate, man? What's like? I'm giving this joke no justice, but he just kept adding on to this.
That premise is wild.
Yes. He was like, they just smashing this dude. It's like, why not? And he was just like, he just kept saying, you want some donuts? He's like, oh, I ain't had donuts in a while. And he kept luring him in this alley, and they just kept saying, he said he just kept pulling up. It's like, whoo, we got him good that time. It is. Whoo, golly, dude. Like, and he was like, hey, Gentry. He was like, I don't know who no fools are. Who's that?
Wow.
Just kept raping this guy, man.
Yikes.
Yeah. And it is disgusting. It is disgusting. And it kept going. I'm talking like 10 minutes of them just like, let's get him again. It was like, let's get him at his graduation, at his daughter's graduation.
Oh,
hey,
come on.
It didn't stop, yo. He said, let's get him at his wedding. Let's get him at his.
That's criminal. So I'm a criminal.
I wish I can find it.
What's Twilly getting food for?
I think she's probably going to. I think it's on the street.
I'm so excited. Doesn't even matter.
So excited.
I'm gonna eat it on. One bite, deep throat. If you
you want to record?
A gross question. Could you what do you think would happen if you try to deep throat an ice cream cone with like a whole thing? Do you think you could handle it? What do you think would happen to your body?
Brain freeze, right?
Yeah, but you just like, oh, and you had to let it go down. Cone and all. How long? There's no way. Is that possible? Can you do it?
Fuller's almost here. Wow.
I feel like my body would shut down trying to handle that.
Can we redact this information from the feed?
It's not even, well, it's not recorded. But a lot of people watch it. I just thought about it. I was like, yo, could you ever try to bite ice cream? That shit shuts you down.
Yeah. But
the brain freeze is one thing. A whole scoop just in your mouth. I was gonna say what's worse. Hot is worse though.
Chewing ice cream against your teeth. It's at least one tooth that's like I don't take too fond.
Start hearing shit ringing in your ear.
Like the back teeth hates anything cold back there.
It's a problem. It's a problem. But I'd rather have that than I was thinking something too hot. But something too hot is gonna burn your heart. Having your a little thing on the roof of your mouth, the little thing be hanging down.
Mm-hmm.
I have a chest pain just think of it. That's how it be, man. For those who care, I'll be in Denver April 11th, 12th, and the 13th. Show Friday night, 2 shows Saturday night, and a show Sunday night, which is different. For those who give, if you're in Denver and you want out there, in the live anyway, since it's not recorded. But yeah, I'll be there. My first name was be he ain't shit, because every time I come around, they be like, he ain't shit. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. And my name is fuck you, because every time I come around, they be like, fuck you. I'll give you my favorite Redman verse. It's from Doc's the Name, I think. What does he say? He says, blessed to steal, step out dressed to kill. Spark the L. What up, Doc? Oh. Spark the L. Clock the squeal. What up, Doc? What the deal?
What?
He said, I blessed to steal. Step out dressed to kill. Spark the L. What up, Doc? What the deal? Clock the squeal. MC overkill. Certified cylinders. Certified ceiling fans. Certified mill. Something like that. Hopping out of plane, Doc's the name, cock the flame, back to relieve the pain. Hater, Iscafro, hater, Iscafro, don't piss capote, hit the safe for cake, should have switched the code, nigga. Just cleared a pound through custom drug hounds. Down to robbing neighborhood wall bounds. Me and my man hopping out of vans, tapping your jaw like Sugar Ray did Duran. Execute like wars in Beirut. 20-inch rooms when I jump out the Lex coupe. I can't say this next part. There's a skin him in, I didn't have the Devin, skin him in, out the John Lennon. Damn, what's the next part?
This is Redman.
This is Redman. Bars though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next part? Damn, I can't remember the last part.
The thing is, you'd be knowing lyrics, but you don't know how to say the rhythm of it.
Because you like, I know I'm missing words.
No, but you be speeding it up. Like instead of like if it was a song, Nothing But G Thing, you'd be like 1, 2, 3 to the 4.
That's not true. If I know the words,
the door, ready to make it up.
Also, saying it and rapping it is different. I'm trying to say the word. Help my leg. I'm trying to say the lyrics. I don't know it fully. So if you know the words, is different. You'll be able to nail everything. But I don't know. I don't know all the words like that as clearly because I can't remember this last part. Man, I gotta look it up now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I sent you a question. Which one would you do?
You can only pick 2. Oh, I got a question from someone in the Spotify.
Oh, okay.
You can only pick 2. New car, $55,000 per month for how long? Forever. Unlimited food. Ooh. What's up, 12?
What's up?
It's 12. Pay no taxes. 250,000 right now? Give me that 250,000 right now. Give me that. But how long is the 55,000 per month for? That's a lot of money per month. That's a lot of money per month. How many months are we talking?
Right.
Forever?
Yeah.
Because why in the hell would I take 255,000 right now? Unless I owe a drug dealer. I'm taking 55,000 per month. Matter of fact, I can pick two. I'm taking a 250 grand and 55,000 per month.
You did 2 and 6?
Oh yeah. I'm off top 300 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Also, I know it's a little bit more work. Like three, you got a business.
What's 3?
Unlimited food.
Huh?
Unlimited food. So you go open up a store and be like, I can sell all my stuff.
But I'm gonna get high on my own supply.
So what I'm saying is, like if I had
800
if I had 55,000 a month and you get unlimited food, I could have me a store. And then listen, hold on, hear me out. 55,000 a month. That's for me to maintain. I can hire a crew of people. I can hire a crew of people.
But that's a lot of money.
Listen. Y'all not hearing me. 55,000 a month. I can hire people to open up warehouses around the city to have unlimited food. Keep bringing the food. Keep bringing the food to fill up my grocery stores.
Yeah, I'm taking that 55 grand and that 250 grand. We're talking about $660,000 a year to do nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're still working.
I'm not working.
You're building a business that might not bring that much money additionally. So where you're putting output on hiring your crew and people to work for you, losing money. Food service is not the industry that you want to be in right now. Yeah. It's not a good business.
Yeah. I'm so legs.
And you don't have to worry about taxes because you're already in a different tax bracket now. And your taxes are less anyway.
55 grand a month is.
This is what? Blue cheese.
Oh, you like blue cheese? I feel like I was the only one.
Oh, got your ranch because anybody else like blue cheese?
I feel like it's only a few of us. The 6 of us keeping it going. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Y'all might we eat in front of them.
They're gonna whine about it.
I don't know. We'll put the mic away. Put the mic away.
Shout out to Twills.
Twills with the salad, trying to look out for our health and whatnot.
A non-functional clock back there.
I felt like I was wrong about like a sandwich.
Hey, when you're not paying for it, there's no wrong choice. Like, I shut the fuck up and eat it.
Do you do this?
Don't do that.
No, I definitely do that. You don't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, both y'all.
I don't do it in the camera.
Like Liz and the thought of people touching certain things.
It's not under it.
You don't know how they pick it up.
Oh, you're right.
This is like phobias be fake.
Fake ass phobias.
It's not consistent.
These are from Farmer Boys.
Farmer Boys. I thought it was Farmer Bros.
Farmer Boys.
These are salads, y'all.
Yeah, and they have good salad.
They do.
That's a Cobb.
You like Cobb salad?
Yeah, man.
Cobb salad, man. Hey, let me tell you something, man.
It's the ultimate.
Remember we had that weight loss challenge? Those were the good old days. Now we're failures.
Lack came in killing.
I remember one time he looked at me with at Yard House. He was like, "Nigga, you are losing weight, man. I don't like this at all."
It was happening fast. But you know, when you're bigger, it's easy to lose weight faster. It's noticeable more. Not them boiled eggs. You don't like boiled eggs? What y'all got against boiled eggs?
Let me back up so I'm not in the mic.
Yeah,
smacking.
No respect for y'all eardrums.
No scouts on the stones.
What are you even saying? That's supposed to be that Jay-Z.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do the unlimited groceries, man.
I got 55 grand a month. I'm living life.
So now I can have some generational wealth.
You got generational wealth, $55,000 a month.
No, man. That's too easy. My kids be spoiled. Hey, man, stay out of my business, yo.
What they talking about?
More you asking questions, yo. I don't want to talk about. I'm not reading that on camera. Nobody else gonna see that.
Hey, Lack, how much weight have you lost in the last year?
Oh, ain't looking good, man. My weight was on a milk carton, and then say, "Hey, Daddy, who brought this? Who brought this weight back here?" They said you try to lose him in the mall. Your weight found your address. They said you dropped him off at the mall, and Wichita Falls.
That's cold as shit to do that to a child. What up, Reggie? What's happening? What's hold on, let me find this question.
Is like Luther up and down?
You
ever seen Luther's the documentary on Luther?
Mm-mm.
Luther had a very sad story.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Why was it sad?
He was a super talented man.
Mm-hmm.
That demanded respect.
Demanded respect?
Mm-hmm.
Commanded or demanded?
Both.
Okay.
We make fun of him. Talk to him up, down, up, down.
It's gonna happen. Niggas be getting
Questioned his
roasted.
sexuality, kept it a secret for a long time.
Did he ever reveal it?
I fell asleep.
No.
But he was like, oh, and he got into like a huge accident that forced him. He had lost a bunch of weight,
Mm-hmm.
and then he got in his car accident. He got depressed because he's like, he got back into a weight gain then.
Mm-hmm.
It was big, little, big, little.
Why is this thing never working?
Someone died in the car. Yeah.
Dang.
Someone died in a car accident, which meant, So he got into a car accident. He killed somebody. So that made him depressed.
Oh, he wound up hitting somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Mother said he got depressed because someone was killed in the accident. Yep.
Oh, boy. That he calls.
I don't know if he was driving now. I don't know. Yeah. But his life is... It's a movie, man. It has to have it has to be a Luther movie.
Who else is somebody you make a movie off of?
Besides Luther Vandross?
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a Whitney Houston movie, you can make a Luther movie.
Yeah, but I'm asking you.
Who is what I want to see?
Yeah, who would you make a movie off of? So I go, here's 50 mil.
Drew Hill. What?
Why are you just gonna throw 50 mil down the toilet? Lex says, I don't want to be successful.
Let's be honest, y'all. Would y'all want to see Drew Hill's story?
Maybe 30 years ago, bro. You want to do a what do you call it, a biopic of them?
Yeah. I watched an Untold Story.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, they got a story right here. Jagged Edge got a story too.
Nobody's watching either one of those dudes, bro.
Who you want to see?
Slick Rick.
I don't know anything about him, so I can't say anything.
Slick Rick got a crazy story.
Now we're gonna know everything Moyo say.
Why? Yeah, I haven't heard any of the whole album, so now he want to make.
Yeah, all
Dion only wants to watch. It'd be all about Cisco. It wouldn't be nothing else but Cisco.
Only songs about the singles.
It would called Drew Hill Release the Dragon. Wait, it's all right to watch the BB and the boys. Yeah. Nobody knows how long ago you shot that.
Mm-hmm. You think it's new?
You never shot that years ago.
What time we gotta leave? What city is it in?
It's mid Wilshire, the Academy Museum. So 6:30.
Mm-hmm. Twiller, who would you want to see a movie about?
If you got $50 million, would you like to talk to camera? No?
Not right now.
Did you eat?
I had lunch earlier.
You only bought food for us?
No, bought me a salad. I eat it later.
Okay.
Will food be served there?
There's a reception afterwards.
At 4?
Afterwards.
Yeah, we missed it.
Did you ever make your cookie salad?
I didn't.
Make a what?
I wanted cookies. I wanted oatmeal. I seen my door is open, and I seen oatmeals and raisins. I said, "Wait a second, oatmeal raisin cookies."
We were live. I was in mid deep thought, and then Dion said, "What about oatmeal raisins, like some Keenan and Kel?"
I'm like, it can't be that hard, right?
It's not hard.
Oatmeal raisin cookie?
Yeah, not hard.
Oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm thinking like, I'm sure flour, oatmeal,
butter.
raisin, butter. That's it, right?
Sugar. You got that.
Easy work. Brown sugar.
I don't know.
Also,
do they use real oatmeal?
Yeah.
And we use instant oatmeal. I'm sure that's even fire because that mug is packed with sugar.
What movie tour? Who are we seeing?
Oh, what's the scenario?
Who's the biopic you doing for $50 million?
Oh, singer. This is a great question.
Anybody in the world?
Anybody in the world who I want to see. The Commodores or like Lionel Richie himself has that whole story of him, his wife catching him cheating in the bed with another woman, and she put him down.
She did what?
Beat him down, and I think she went to fight her too.
Man.
Just for that scene alone.
Dudes be out here and getting caught in beds.
Do a scenario of men, all the singers that got caught cheating by the wives.
Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's dad.
There's no Marvin Gaye movie, is there?
Nope.
There's not. It was a movie, but not a doc. I think there's a Marvin Gaye. Hold on.
I'm sure there's documentaries on them. What do you think? That would bring in Puffy Jersey and then who? Oh, Mary J movie? Nah. Only if you're gonna start doing crack.
If we're doing a narrative, an actual narrative movie, not a doc, I want to know all about Destiny's Children. I got questions.
I don't think you can call them Destiny's Children.
Why not?
Because they are Destiny's Child.
I want to know about all of them.
That got to be a 4-part series.
Like
a movie?
Destiny's Child.
I'm talking about a movie, guys. A biopic movie. You got one movie.
Yeah, but I'm also like in that because you know how there's all these people that's like Solange and Kelly are half sisters. They don't want to know what happened with the actual group when the dad was managing them. Like what really went down on that elevator. Like when we started getting to Beyonce.
You covering a wide span.
That's why he said it had to be a 4-part series.
No.
Or a 3-hour movie. One or the other.
You get one biopic.
Then a 3-hour movie in 2 parts.
Gotta have like Temptations. Temptations wouldn't have hit if it wasn't a 2-parter. Like
Ray hit.
The new edition story wouldn't have hit if it wasn't 4 parts.
Ray did it.
Marvin Gaye's biopic titled "What's Going On" is in development and being directed by Alan Hughes and produced by Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Warner Brothers.
Oh, she said you in the camera, y'all. Me and microwave.
Me
and microwave. You were right in the camera. That's why I pushed my microwave.
But going to the camera a little bit.
Well, leave then. You could have said something a long time ago. I'm almost done with the salad.
Guess what had fun last night, man?
Who?
Me and Tools had fun last night. We played 2 Truths and a Lie.
What's that?
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you asked, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You got the two Truths and a Lie, brother? Let's go. So you got to figure out which one is the 2 Truths and a Lie. Don't look at my computer, okay?
I'm just picking all lies for Lack.
Oh. Don't look at my computer, man. You just look good,
I'm
man.
not looking up, man.
I see you. We got to find the 2 truths. Pretty much you got to figure out which one is a lie, okay?
Which was the headline is a lie.
These are real headlines.
Okay.
All right?
Except for
one of these are made up.
Okay.
Police received a report of a newborn infant found in a trash can. Upon investigation, officers discovered it was a burrito. All right.
Okay.
Next one. Florida woman sells her baby boy to a buyer and then reported that the buyer
It's already true. You got me at Florida woman. I already know it's a fact.
91-year-old man find out that he's been dropping all his mail in the dog poop box for the past 2 years.
I'm gonna say number. I'm gonna say number 3 is a lie.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Oh, which one's a lie?
Florida woman sells her baby boy to a buyer and then reported that the buyer kidnapped him. It's fake.
it sounds like it could be very real.
Way more real.
The one that had me rolling. It had me.
Oh, the one at the end?
Yeah.
All right, here's one. Here we go. Which one's a lie? Manchester man draws penises around potholes so the city will fix them. That's one.
It's a great strategy.
Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. All right. Last one. Woman accidentally joins the same cult her and her sister escaped from 10 years ago.
This dumb bitch. That sounds true as hell. Yeah, I'm thinking penis guy is true, right? Is that not the truth one?
You got to find a fake one.
Oh.
2 truths and a lie.
I don't know if someone's that dumb to buy tickets to heaven. I hope people can't be that stupid, but you don't want to doubt people. I'm gonna say that one's a lie. But people are dumb. Somebody buy tickets to heaven?
Which one do you think is fake?
I think the tickets to heaven is fake.
That's very true.
That's crazy.
Very true. One else fake is woman accidentally joins the same cult her and her sister escaped from 10 years ago.
How do you buy tickets to heaven?
MP Dante says where?
How do you buy tickets to heaven?
Somebody sold them on it.
How?
I got your place right here. I guarantee your spot out of the 144. Like you have to make it like.
I talked to God already.
I'm talking to God right now. Right now, I just need you to sow a seed.
Sow a seed.
How many, Lord? You said 3 tickets? He's only allowed me to get 3 tickets.
How much were they? You are crazy.
God said, "Get come on." Oh.
That wasn't a lettuce, guys. That was Dion's tooth.
Oh, boy. God said, "You can't go to Jesus no more. Jesus is no longer the way." Oh no, it's it through me, Lord? But I gotta sell him something. I gotta give him something. Is it tickets? Oh, I'm only a mere mortal. I can only give out how many? Six tickets. Oh Lord, I have a whole congregation. All right, I can do it once a week.
Well, I got 1,000 going here, Heist buddy. 2,000 going in. Jesus on the main line. Going once, going twice. That's nuts. People can't be this dumb, man. It's not possible.
What if you sold tickets, but it was for free? Like reservations only. You gotta wait in line. It's not bad, right?
You see Jesus.
Oh, it's as in like I didn't sell it to him. I just said you gotta sign up with my mailing address.
Shout out to the people who listen on Spotify, man. Y'all be giving us some good comments, man. And then I don't know if you guys know, but you can add video on Spotify. So I actually have the video on Spotify now also. It takes way longer to actually put up, but I do it for y'all. It takes forever. All right. This question is from Lamar Turner. I definitely should have said this on the amplifier.
Got your arms out, huh?
You find out Stevie Wonder is an asshole in person. Stevie Wonder slaps the shit out of you for getting smart, triggering his security guards to run up. Do you haul off and slap Stevie back and brawl up with the guards, or do you eat the slap and apologize?
Why am I apologizing?
Because the guards are about to beat your ass.
Yeah, but you find out he's an asshole and slaps you.
Stevie slaps the shit out of you.
But why am I apologizing?
You're getting smart, triggering his security guards to run up. So now, do you haul up and slap Stevie back and brawl out with the guards, or do you eat the slap and apologize so you don't get beat up by the guards? Stevie slapped the shit at you like he's not blind at all. Full contact face.
And do like this. But let it happen again.
With his eyes crossed.
I'll sweep the leg.
He gonna sweep Stevie's leg?
I'll sweep the leg.
That's crazy. Now we're in crazy town. You gotta sweep Stevie's legs. And then what? Run away. When he catches your leg,
I knew it.
like he grabbed.
I'd be like Thor, like, I knew it. When Captain America got the hammer, I knew it.
You can't harm Stevie. You'd be the most hated person of all time. You'd be the most hated person ever.
If Stevie slap you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be hated for slapping him back,
Yes, Twilla.
how am I be the most hated?
Because you slapped not only a
That's
blind
all it's
person,
all.
not only a blind person.
Blind people can get it too. You smacked me, you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, but it's Stevie Wonder. It's not just any blind person. We're talking about Stevie Wonder.
Worse have been me too. You know, it can happen. Take people down.
You're gonna say he's like 80. You're gonna slap an 80-year-old blind man?
Old people can get it too. DMX told me that.
That should not be your role model. That should not be who you reference.
Okay, Google. How old is Stevie Wonder? You look good for 74.
He don't know.
That's hey, I was gonna say he don't even know. Like, you don't have no wrinkles or like.
You wearing hella makeup though.
Oh yeah.
All right, Spicy. She said he won't see it coming. Come on, Spicy. Speaking of this, hated that lady that killed Selena is getting out. How long is she last out?
Oh, she got out what in May? Is it this month or in a couple weeks? That woman.
I think she'll last. I don't think anybody's gonna go. I don't think she can go anywhere or do anything, but
she had a family member that opened up her mouth and said, "While we're very sorry that Selena died, Selena was attacking her, my mother. I think it was like attacked my mother, forced her to feel threatened." I was like, "Don't you open up your mouth to say anything about Serena?"
I mean,
I don't care what you think happened.
When did you say that about your mom too? About your mom, I'd be like, yeah, my mom was being attacked. Like they were children when that happened, you know? They don't know. They don't know what their mom told her. That they think she's in there.
Go through life being part of the hated family. Like everybody hates you, not just Latino people, Chicanos, Black people, all of us.
I think she'll live, but I think she'll have a terrible life outside.
You know they eradicated the name Dahmer and Hitler.
How you eradicate it?
You can't use it when you register it.
In the U.S. or all over the world?
I know definitely in the U.S.
What about Adolf? That's my Adolf's out there.
That's her name. Young Dolph name is Adolf.
Really? Yeah.
You could do that. Why would you do that?
Okay, Google. What are some names in the United States that are banned?
Here's a summary from the website usbirthcertificates.com. Examples of illegal baby names in the U.S. King, Queen, Jesus Christ, Free, Santa Claus, Majesty, Adolf Hitler, Messiah, and more. Are you the Majesty?
I have a little cousin named Messiah. Definitely. I have a little cousin named King and a little cousin named Messiah.
Yeah.
Badass kids too.
Nothing new.
I'm sick of it.
I can't name my kid Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Can I name him Jesus?
You got Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What if I name him his actual real name and not the Greek version? No.
What's the real? Oh, Yahweh?
Yeah.
You do it your way and I do it my way.
Okay, Lack. He's here all night, ladies and gentlemen. My mom is queen, so you can call me princess. We will not, Moyo. But your mom's name is Queens, though. She couldn't give you a royal name also? To have a royal name than to give someone else a regular name is hilarious.
We do all of them. My name is King Jesus Christ.
Messiah of Latter-day Saints Rogers.
I have the most illegal name in the world.
My name is King Adolf, Jesus Messiah. To not be able to name your kid
you want to do
Santa Claus is hilarious.
You want to shoot that sketch?
Oh, let's shoot that sketch. It's 4:50.
We kept on to watch it eat.
That's rude.
All right, y'all. That's it.
All right, y'all. Black quick on the trigger.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
20 of them in there.